I can't stand that doll.
But it's us.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor. La, 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 la.
We've searched all this time for this. A place devoid of life. Devoid of any future.
With this, we'll definitely go beyond the stars.
Give up this hopeless voyage.
Freya?
We can be together. Here. Forever. Don't leave. Stay here with me.
Where is Freya? Against the endless void. This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
by spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again in the Land of Dawn Golden Hour Cup 2026. Obviously, all credit goes to Moontoon, the mobile legend Bang Bang. So, once again, we are back. From commentary box, I'm here, Walker Mahmood from Bangladesh, and the glamour boy from Nepal, Sudin Rai is here. So, what's up, Sudin? How's everything going on?
Yeah, everything is going well, and at the same time, there's the election for the
Yeah,
House of Representative
of
going on
time.
in Nepal, and uh, it is getting mixed up feeling. I'm not sure if there will be much viewers here right here in today's stream. Because lots of people are watching the result of the election, and yeah,
All
I'm
right.
also getting excited about the result. But at the same time, we are here with the Golden Hour Cup, and I'm really excited about the tournament as well. There were 64 teams from each region, from Nepal and Bangladesh, and now we are here with the top four from each region. So, what do you think, Walker? I've also seen your story about the last tournament in between Nepal and Bangladesh. So, is there, any chance of Bangladesh getting the trophy this time?
Well, for every time, I'm just hoping for the best. Yeah, we can hope for that. Like last couple of times, and we lost. I know that, and still, I would say the boys played very well. But this time, I'm expecting more from the boys, and there's a lot of good teams once again in this tournament. So yeah, obviously, I'm just being optimistic from my side. So yeah, why not? Let's put some expectation from them. And today's game is all about YAMA Esports versus Kingsmen. One of the best team that I would say Kingsmen. They have the potential to win this game. I'm not quite sure about the YAMA Esports. That you could tell more about the YAMA Esports. But before dive into it, I would like to say, okay, let's hope that Nepal will get a good government because there's an election going on. You just mentioned a couple of seconds ago, and there's a reason why we are not getting enough views. But don't worry, people will come back soon because today from Nepal is Yama Esports, and I don't know much. So Sudan, you got my answer. Like, yeah, I'm so excited, and I'm hoping for the best from Kingsmen today. And let's see, Bangladesh can bring the trophy at this time home. So, what do you think about the Yama Esports? And I'll come back to the Kingsmen side.
Yeah, Yama Sports was recently formed in Nepal, but yeah, they have got some star players. I would say there's some
Say,
players that have been participating in lots of international tournaments. So I guess they are strong enough to represent Nepal as top four team. At the same time, there are other teams as well who are also equally equally great. And I'm hoping for the same competition from Bangladesh. But this time Nepal might be a bit weaker. Not exactly, because lots of players who were uh, experienced. They are not playing from Nepal anymore. So I'm not sure if that will affect the gameplay or the performance from Nepal. I hope
I understand.
the four teams from Nepal who are here in the Golden Cup, I hope they will be performing at the same level.
All right, okay, that's quite understandable. But I would like to ask you a question, like why the players, the main players, are not playing? So I'm just a little bit concerned about that. So what will be your answer, and how are you gonna explain that? Like a lot of players and key players are not playing, for this big, the big teams, and what is the reason behind all of this?
Yeah, I guess we all know the answer because there is no any, the proper roadmap for South Asia. So that's the main
Oh,
reason. But I will not say they are the main player. They are obviously more experienced than a lot of players who are in the top four right now. But yeah, maybe their absence might not be uh, that dramatic. We will see this in this tournament if that will affect the esports scene in Nepal or South Asia or not.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like there is a kind of no roadmap for especially the Southeast Asia, especially for Bangladesh or even in the Nepal. But I'm still hoping that we will get back our MCB, the Mobile Legends Champions Battle, because that is the exact roadmap of Mobile Legend. Bang Bangladesh and Nepal. We all know that lots of players from these two countries, they're just eagerly wait for this moment. They created themselves, they rebuild themselves to make a chance to the MCB. And the grand prize of MCB is sometime you will get the MSC qualifier, and sometime you will get a a slot not actually direct in the world championship. Maybe you could make yourself far through the wild card. So that being said, we're right into the drafting section, the most crucial part of this game. It will decide, which team will get the upper hand in the game. The most important part, that is the drafting. So starting up with the Kingsmen side. So Kingsmen started the band with a Lancelot, one of the most my favorite hero. I admire Lancelot a lot. My personal favorite. People say a lot of shit about Lancelot, but who cares? This is a golden month, a holy month, so you can't say anything bad about Lancelot. No matter what, you have to shut your damn mouth. Just watch the gameplay. Support. If you are from Nepal, then support YAMA Esports. I like that name. I really do like that name because this name is so unique. I was thinking about the name like YAMA Esports. Maybe they're just something deeper going through in their mind. They're just calling themselves YAMA. It gives me some wild vibe. That's a very good name. Never mind, Sudin.
Yeah, and let's see what they have in their pocket. Here we can see they have banned out the Zusin, obviously the annoying character. Even she was annoying in our last tournament, and she is still annoying after lots of patches going on. And I guess there will be the patch favoring mazes even more in the upcoming season.
All right. So Jushin is banned out from the Yama Esports side, and Lancelot from the Kingsmen. So I'm expecting a couple of more good bans, like the regular usual meta bans, like you could ban Soyo, bands like Sora. Sora is amazing. Like not only you
Mhm.
can play Sora in the EXP, but also Sora is good in the gold lane. Like we witnessed a couple of very good gameplay in the EM7 Sora in the gold lane, and those esports players they're a lot in the gold lane. They just melted down every single hero with the thunderstorm form. So Sora is good in like not only the EXP but also in the gold lane. All right, so Guinevere, I don't know what's going on in their mind. I'm in the Kingsmen. Maybe they're just going for some kind of personal ban or something. I'm not quite sure. Like, I'm the Gwyn ban. Like, let's see what they're gonna bring out in the next.
Yeah, obviously, and talking about the nerfs, even though he's been having nerfed a lot of times, but he's still viable, and I'm hoping for the ban for Isensin, or obviously
Hmm.
I still think that
Yeah,
he is
essential.
a prior pick or banning hero, and we can see Freya is getting banned, even
Mhm.
though you know. Uh, I mean, yes, he's good. He still sees very strong after some patches. Um, the Kingsmen had the first pick, so they could have picked it for in their first pick. So
Mhm.
yeah, Yama, I suppose they are going for the safer side.
All right. All right, all right. So, if I just talk about the Kingsman side, my boy Sky Burst, he's playing. He's one of my favorite little brother. Like he's playing in the esports, and I'm just very proud of that. Okay, Sky Burst, let's bring your best, and I'm just hoping that you're gonna do great. And if I'm not wrong, he will play as a goal lane. I'm not sure about that, but Sky Burst, he can play jungle as well. He's a very good player. Even I got carried many times. With the Skyburst. And I'm the one who gave him the name. Skyburst. Like he's bursting out from the sky. That name means a lot. And I guess this is the first time he's playing esports. I mean, in this stage, this is the biggest stage for him. So a lot of applause for Skyburst, and I hope he will do great, my brother. So Shohan and Flawless, Jackie. Lots of good
Yeah,
names. And
as we are
potential
talking
player from the
about this
side. Yeah, go on.
Skyburst, I was hoping for the hero who could burst some punches from the
Yeah,
sky.
he
The
could.
Sora was still open, but he wasn't picked. The Leo mode was the first pick from the side of Kingsman, and that makes sense because they just banned out Hilda in their third ban. They didn't want any kind of problem in those jungle side. And obviously, for the cross matchmaking server here, the assassin play might be a bit harder, even though they are banning some assassins here.
Mhm. Yeah, so YSS has gone from side of Team Yama Esports, and the first pick is picked by Kingsman, that is Leo Mord, and in the other side, Looks. Oh, it is a very good pick. Like, I was thinking about Grok. I was thinking about having a Grok from the Kingsman side, and that just picked up from the Yama Esports. Like whenever you're just securing a Grok, you are securing a lot of good stuff from this side, from your side. I mean, Grok's wall, even that is so annoying. Like you could just freeze those minions in the early stages, and that is so damn annoying. And the Skyburst. Okay, he's willing to burst the sky. Burst, land up Dawn with his carry. And I told you, like, I was not quite sure that he was going to play gold or jungle, but he's so damn good both of this. But he just picked up the gold lane and making his first interest in his esports with carry. He could melt down Grok. But the problem is, if you just connect the tectonic charge combined with the wall and the damage that he could put, that is an unimaginable damage. And you can play Grok in multi-role, as I was saying about the Sora. The same thing goes for the Grok. Like if you want to play Grok in the EXP lane, then you are just free to play hybrid with the Fursa, the Burst Queen. We were talking about Skyburst, but there is also a Bursting Queen who could also burst from the sky with his feather airstrike. Like he could literally melt anyone in the squish one in the late game or even the early game. It's a very good pick. Like I do appreciate that pick.
Yeah, that's what I was a bit concerned about. Even though they had already revealed the Farsa pick, Yama Sports, but it's still Kingsman. They opted for Carry, whose the range is really low, and yeah, the Farsa might be a huge problem against that carry coming up from Kingsmen. Now they are banning out some explainers. There's even it is flexible. I mean, yeah, Yama Sports they are still yet to pick explainer and the jungler. So the pick that is quite flexible has been banned out by Kingsmen.
Absolutely. And there is a list. Probably Ellis will go for the Ellis will go for a EXP most probably because
Hmm.
the Jack is gonna do the hyper. So if I'm not wrong, LS is gonna go for the EXP, and here we go. There's a Lapu Lapu, one good very pick. There's another very good pick that I would say that is Lapu Lapu, like easily that you could do 1v5. Lapu Lapu is a one of the most favorite EXP laner of all EXP players. They just love to play Lapu just because he could easily handle 1v4 situation. In some cases, 1v5 is also good for Lapu. Like, one heavy sword is all enough for him. Okay, I have my sword, my combined sword, and I'm good to go. Don't worry, I can do 1v5. All right, so Yabi. Very good name. So Yabi, she's just waiting for his final pick, and definitely he will keep his eye on Shohan and flawless pick. And there is a Kaja from the Kingsman side, and Kaja will probably roam from their side and flawless with the Lunox. Another like damage bursting queen with the chaos assault could easily melt down Lapu Lapu or even Grok. But I'm not quite sure about that because Grok looks not gonna let that happen so easily. Not even win-win. I was about to say 1-1. Never mind.
Okay. Anyways, maybe they are expecting some tanky jungler as they are picking a lot of melting hero like Carry and the Lunox as well. So let's see YAMA Sports. Okay, yeah, they are going for the tanky hero, obviously, for their jungler, and
Ooh,
that will be
Basha.
Basha. Okay, as we can see, there is some hero who can reason their SP like Leomord and Alice, and yeah, obviously Basha with his built-in life vein effect. That will be a
Yeah,
really
the
good
charges
pick, but
potent.
yeah, they have to be careful about the carry and Lunox who can melt him uh, like butter.
Absolutely. And if we just go through, some discussion as well as in the meantime, so then I don't know, like that Yabi picked up a Basha as a jungler, like how good that pick will be in the game because in the other side, like you could easily see there is a two tank bursting hero that is Skyburst carry and the mage like Lunox. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure about the Basha pick that what it could bring in the game in the early to mid game, and there is no option in the late game that I'd say against this carry and even Lunox. So that being said, let's see which team has the last lap. It's the Holy Month Golden Hour Cup 2026. And from commentary box, I'm here Walker Mahmood from Bangladesh, and with me, Sudin Roy is here. And right now, we will get back to Sudin Roy, and he will describe the whole in-game scenario.
Yeah, we will obviously talk about the in-game scenario, but to let you know, the people who are watching is still right here. We are here with top 4 teams from both of the region, but the fight have already begun. Zohan with 3 low SP, he will get taken down, and that was the first
Ooh.
blood for Hybrid.
That was early strike. That was definitely a very good early strike from the YAMA esports taking down. That is Shohan plays. Yeah, that early blow was amazing. That was a fatal blow.
Yeah, and as I was talking, we are left with 4 top teams from Nepal and Bangladesh, and
Yep.
starting today there will be the single knockout stage. So this is best of 3 between Kingsmen and YAMA Sports. The team who will lose here will be eliminated from the
Absolutely.
tournament. So they have to be really careful in this phase.
Absolutely. And in the mid lane, Lunox might be in trouble. Grok trying to put some damage, and with a very amount of low HP, he's managed to escape from the situation. And Void, Shohan plays, trying to get some vision for his team, especially for Skyburst, because he knows, like, if he get proper vision from Skyburst, he could burst out in any minute with the crucial items like Horizon Side or DHS could be a very good item for him, and a regular carry build. We all know that tanks, especially Shohan, will try to give some babysit. Here go the Phantom Street. Leomord is calling his Burbiel and Feather Airstrike in the meantime, and there will be a kill. Shine Plays might be in trouble. Lapu Lapu with the bravest run. A fight has been taken with a very low HP. Once again, Lunox tried to escape, but I guess he owned, but he escaped. That was a crucial team fight. Jackie once again blocked down by the wall. Wall charge is not came yet for Luke's. Oh, that was a hell of a good save. They were about to get killed. It's a holy man, and maybe they just got some holy blessing.
Yeah, anyway, that was the turtle, first turtle being secured by YAMA Sports. At the same time, Sky Burst, he managed to scrape some gold uh, played on the top lane, but we can see they are, slowly getting behind in the matter of gold. And if that happens, I think the team Kingsmen, they'll be losing the tankiness, they'll be losing the front line. If they are behind the gold, they will only be relying with Zaki, and again that's another feather they strike, and that's a kill for win-win. They're looking for more. That's the nice Arthur Rampart to isolate two of
Oh.
the players, but then there we can see the Kingsmen retaliating against the team Yama Sports. That's a kill against Luxy and Kingsmen. They you know they started their first kill.
Absolutely, but still, they're just quite a little bit behind. Then the Yama Esports, there you just said, they just started things up very nicely. I mean, from the Yama Esports side, 3 minutes 50 seconds in the land of dawn. 10k gold has been built by the Yama side, and in the other side, this difference is not that much countable. But
Yeah.
still, I would say like every single difference in the land of dawn is countable from my side. And if you are supporting Nepal, then you must have to comment down below for Yama Esports. And there's a giveaway going on today. So, all you just have to do, mention your friends, share the stream in the timeline. In the meantime, there's a feather hashtag once again. Phantoms did Leomore. Lend him your speed to flawless. But with the help of the Leomore, he just escaped. That looks so hilarious. Never mind. You're just using your Leomore to escape. That is hilarious.
Yeah, and yeah, as we were talking about the giveaway, and once again, I'm not sure this tournament, this game is turning into the brawl. They are not, backing off from the fight. They are taking the chance to fight as soon as they get the chance. Once again, we can see the Landseeker hybrid. He managed to get another kill. There's another
Oh.
turtle getting secured by Yama Sports, and this game is looking really bad for Kingsmen slowly, but surely they are losing their grip to this game.
That being said, and when Cybers might be in trouble, and it's better to let the lane because there's already void, and win is just making his position to give a gang, but I guess they're not putting any intent to give a gang to the Skybers. Maybe they will try to ambush Shohan plays, will try to get some vision feather strike one more time, and void this time. See the kill of Lunux. Lunux is getting ganged, This time that worked very nicely. They were targeting Lunux, especially once again. The Phantoms did. Leomore trying to push some damage, but not enough. Shuan Place has been taken down by the Yama side. They're just getting behind. They are just getting behind. 5 kills in a row, and still they just took them 1 kill, and still no opening from their side. And if things goes like this way, then I would say Kingsman might be in trouble. They will be in a very big trouble in this game against the Yama side.
Oh, Win is going really aggressive here. He will get instantly bursted down by Skyburst. That was really greedy from the side of Yama Sports. Now they are going for the revenge. Here we can see they
Rabbit Warrior.
the ruin, and we can see Jackie getting taken down. Zohan low on SP, but Void is dealing damage with the help of that boost. He will get spotted and will get taken down by Kelsey though. 2 of the players low on HP, but maybe Team Kingsmen, they are not on the stage to chase down the players who are low on HP from Yama Sports. Now he is just trying to secure the turret. He's just trying to save the turret at the moment.
Absolutely. So let's have a look on the instant replay once again. Like Leomore just tried to get some damage for himself, but not enough damage yet because he's just quite behind. Like if we just compare about the farming, then Leomore is quite behind. I mean, Flawless is just way behind than the Yabi, so it's kind of hard for him to push some crucial damage. And in the meantime, that I would also say Leomore is a pure early gamer. So if you can't do it in the early game, then it will be so damn hard for you to to get something for your team in the late game, because Leomore is not a late game at all. So win once again, feather airstrike. I told you this win with Versa could be a devastating weapon against the Kingsmen, and that is what I was wondering, and this is the same thing that's happening right now. So let's have a look on the goal difference. 23 on the 24k goal from the side of Yama, and in the other side Kingsmen. just crawling from their side to grab the 20k milestone. Once again,
Oh,
another fair strike. Look at the
exactly.
damage. Jackie is just literally melting down with the feather strike. Damn.
Yeah, and that tells a lot. Once again, another fight, win-win. He was playing once again really aggressively. The positioning from his was really dangerous. But okay, here we can see the kidnap coming up. But
Ah,
oh, locked with the
ooh.
tectonic charge and flicker. He escaped. Flawless will get taken down, but there's the trade off onto hybrid. He will get traded back. Win-win once again with another aggressive play. He will take another player down with the help of Feather Day Strike. Now they are going for the invasion, they are going for the turret, and they are trying to go for the snowball as soon as possible. They're trying to keep the lead.
Exactly, and let's have a look at the instant replay once again. Like Kaja just used divine judgment, and the flicker saved himself, blazing to it in the meantime by the void. The double kill from Lapu, that was quite eye-dazzling to see. Like, if you were just willing to create some clip and some video, then you guys could take the clip. The clip is worthy, worthy to get some view, and there will be more competition based on this tournament. So you could get the clip and edit it very well in your way. Then there will be a chance for you to get the prize. So it could be a very good clip for you, those who ever just seek for those moments. So anyways, let's back into the match. So look at the damage is coming from the void, literally melting down the Lord, and Yabi takes down the Lord. The very first Lord from the side of YAMA Esports is this is the 9 minutes Lord, but who cares? Every single time, like whenever I'm in the commentary, I do say every single Lord is just carries a benefit. So I'm not gonna say, okay, let's go for the 12 minutes Lord. Who cares for the 9 minute? No, I'm not gonna say that. With Lord, you could play multiple games. You could engage. You could isolate some, on hero. Oh my God! Look at the
And
damage.
once again, Jaxi will not be able to Jackie will not be able to, sustain more as he was just there with few minions, and with just some few minions, the regeneration is already cut off over there. And once
Whoa!
again, another
Tonic
tectonic charge
charge.
knocking up two of the players. Flawless is getting melted by Poety. He will get another kill. Now there's Lord on the top lane, and Feather Day Strike. We can see three of the players with low SP trying to escape. There's the Landseeker from Hybrid, wasn't able to stun any player, but they have already penetrated the base. Three players once again getting stunned by that Landseeker. And I guess there isn't enough minion to pressurize the base, but it's still they'll try to take down some few more inhibitor rate at this from this Lord push, but I don't think Kingsman will give it away.
Absolutely, and I guess the game will end up soon. The way the Yama pressurizing to Kingsman. This is the thing that I was talking about. The tricky Grok gameplay. And once again, the feather airstrike. And that is nicely stopped. And this time, Win-Win might be in trouble. And yes, his kill has been taken. The Blazing Duet in the full stack. Look at the damage is coming from Claude. Trying to get those minions out from the base so that they could easily, go for the Nexus or Wild Charge. Once again, Skybirds might be in trouble, and the first victory goes to the YAMA Esports. Sudin was talking like, there will be less chance for, the YAMA side, but I could see Sudin, like the way they played. You say a lot of players are missing, but still, after being losing some players, still the way Yama just played, it's totally plausible. Like, they were carrying the core of MLBB. The core is you must have to finish the game as early as you can within 13 minutes to 12 minutes, and that is the thing that they did, and they played very well. They didn't left any chance for Kingsmen. You know, that was amazing, good gameplay from their side.
Yeah, Yamaha Sports. They managed to snowball the composition which was supposed to perform good at the early stage. The Kingsmen, they had Leomore, they had only Elise is their front line. The Kaza, he's supposed to uh, look out for the ambush, not tank up the damage, even though he will tank up some damages most of the time. But they didn't have that proper front lining who could soak up the damage, so they had to keep the farm at least the equal, or they had to keep the lead in order to make that Ellis really tanky to soak up the damage coming up from uh, the YAMA sports. But yeah, as the lead fell behind, Ellis wasn't tanky anymore, and obviously Leomord, he didn't get to do the early game magic, the snowballing.
Yeah, you could see the match highlight. That was a quite unnecessary, unnecessary vision for Shohan plays. Like he was roaming in the enemy territory, and it paid out very nicely. Everything just ended up getting a kill, giving a kill to the Yama side, and the early breakthrough was very good from their side. The early strike was very important. It will give you some whatever you need in the early stages, and look at the highlights and then the way they have played, especially the charges are from Grok. This is amazing. Even the
Yeah.
hybrid, the way he just striked every single time with the bravest warrior, jump into middle of the war and bashed every single player of the Kingsmen. That was amazing. As a EXP, he did his jobs very well. And there's the thing that I was saying, like whenever you just have Lapu or Yuzhong, you don't have to worry about jumping into the middle of the team fight. Just all you have to do, just cast your ultimate, jump into the fight, and that's it. Boom, you could sustain, you could put some damage. Like in the every single highlight, you could see like the full efforts of hybrid, and
Mhm.
the looks. And in the other side, the bad thing happened for Kingsman. Like Shohan wasn't enough to soak off the all damages, or especially from the Yama's Golden or even Win-Win. Look at the damage of Win-Win every single time. Whenever he was using his Feather Airstrike, no matter it is Flawless or Shohan, they were just melting. I'm not gonna say about the Skyburst or even their Mage. The Sustainer was nicely getting bashed with the hand of Win-Win. That's amazing.
Mhm. Yeah, and we can see here in your screen, I read from Yama Sports. He was the MVP. He was driving in. He was zoning out all of the damage dealer, as well as taking
He
them
was
down.
everywhere. So
Yeah,
then
he
he
was
was
everywhere.
everywhere.
He was the he was the pressure maker from the side of Yama Sports. Yeah, there was Locke who did really great with the initiation of the battle, but the hybrid was the one to you know go deeper and make the zone for his team and to eliminate the damage dealer from the side of Kingsman. And yeah, that was the MVP screen. Before that, that was the highlights. But you can on some diamonds, you can win some diamonds, even up to 10,000 diamonds by making the clips of highlights. Or you
Exactly.
can you can clip anywhere from these streams from the Golden Hour Cup of the top six, top eight, or maybe the quarterfinal or semifinals or even finals. You can clip the
Absolutely.
uh, highlights and you can post it on the groups Mlbb Nepal or Mlbb Bangladesh, and you might be the one to win the diamonds up to 10,000 diamonds.
All right, so let's talk about the MVP, and that is obviously hybrid from the winning side. And I was expecting a little bit more from Skyburst. My brother, like, he tried to play it, and I guess I'm not gonna disappoint them, but I'm gonna say like there is a two more games to go, and hopefully they will figure out what they have to do in the next game, especially for the Yama against the Yama esports. So Skyburst was not, it wasn't his day enough, but he just tried a lot for his team. And the flawless, he just came up a little bit short. And I'm not gonna say a
Mhm.
little, but he just came up a huge short, and everything just ended up for 3.9. I mean, Shoko from his side. You know, the plan didn't work for the Kingsman side. Like whenever you just picked Leomord or in some cases Dirot or Martes, you just have to remember one thing. You just have to keep one thing in your mind. That is, No matter what, you can't take the game up to 13 minutes. Like your game is all about 10 to 13 minutes. If you are playing Martis, if you're playing Dirot, or if you are playing, Leomord. So that is the main strategy of playing these heroes, like early heroes. No matter what, you have to finish the game as early as you can. So in that case, flawless, just completely all in that game. But I guess they will figure out something to get a victory against the mighty Yama esports. And they will figure it out, I guess, because if they will lose this match, they're just completely out. This is a knockout stage, you know that.
Yeah, and once again, talking about Skyburst, maybe after watching the Grok and Fars are getting picked up from the other side, maybe opting up for Cloud would have been the greater, or maybe the safer option, because carry, because of her range, she will have to force out the flicker, uh, but at the same time uh, the stuns coming up from all of the players uh, from the Yama Sports, he
Mhm.
needed that purify as well. So I don't think that was the best option to pick carry, because she needed both of these spells. She needed the flicker, she needed the purify, according to the lineup, or according to the just two picks coming up from Yama in their first two picks. But this time Yama Sports, they are on the blue side, and Kingsmen, they are on the right hand side, I mean the red side. So let's see how the draft will change in this game number two. This is best of three, and the team who will lose this match will get eliminated from the Golden Hour Cup.
Absolutely. And as Shudhin explained everything, for the last game, plan didn't went well for the Kingsmen from the Kingsmen side. But I am hoping they will glorify their name and they will try to figure out some strategy against the Yama esports. And a lot of spectators, they're just mocking to have Leomord in the first pick. Like I'm gonna say I'm gonna also say picking up Leomord in the early stage as a first pick is not, it wasn't a good option at all. Like they could have like Grok, or even there was a many good, very good, there's a many good pick, except picking up Leomord as a first pick. A lot of spectators are talking about that. I can see that. But anyways, that was all about the last game, and this is a very new game, and they're gonna start. They're gonna give a fresh start from their side, and starting things off from the Yama Esports side, and there's a Isan Shin band and also a Kolia band out from their side. It's a very good band, casual, regular band at all, nothing fancy.
Yeah, and by this bands, I think Kingsmen, they are really great with the pick of composition. There was Kaza from the game number one, and in both of the games, Yama Sports have banned out that Kalea, and okay, this time they'll be banning out. Okay, yeah, it was open for this phase one from the game number one, but yeah, it was the Sora was banned in the phase two, but this time Sora will get banned in the first phase, or the phase of the banning session.
Exactly, and Sora has been banned out from the Yama esports side, and in the other side, like Kingsman, they missed out a ban, I guess. I don't know what's going on through their mind, but there's a Grok ban. Grok was a pain in the back, from the last game. The last game, they witnessed a devastating Grok gameplay from the Yama Sports side. So they might think, okay, just putting up in the ban, Grok, it is a very good option instead of having them. All right, so they have missed out one ban, but who cares? It's all about getting victory against the Yama side, and looks locked up with a Freya. Like lot of players are talking about that this Freya. Freya is a meta right now. Like you can easily give dashes, and your ultimate is quite effective than the last time. So you can just
Ooh.
wherever you are, you just cast your ultimate, and you can jump into the fight anytime you want. So this is a good thing about Freya. Like you can give it dashes or even put your skills. So Yeah, so Freya's picked up from the Yama side.
Yeah, and we can see CC and Garakasa is getting picked up by Kingsman, and that is giving me some, nostalgic vibes because it isn't popular right now in this current meta. I would say maybe Esmeralda would have been a great pick because she could soak up the shield coming off from Freya, but yeah, Freya, if farmed enough, she can overpower the Esmeralda as well. She can counter the counter. Uh, so yeah, maybe that's the reason. That might be the reason they are not going up for Esmeralda. And once again, we can see Farsa from Yama Sports, and this time we can see Leomord from Yama Sports.
Well, I'll keep my eyes on Leomord, and I will eagerly wait to see Void's gameplay because last time Leomord from the Kingsman side, that was a complete flaw. It was a flaw from Flawless side, and I hope I will see very good, decent gameplay from Void. Yeah, I'm expecting a very good gameplay from Void, and Hybrid just picked it up first once again. And in the other side, there Jackie just picked up a Chi-Chi and Skyburst. I guess he will swap probably and picked up a Garrett Culture. Garrett Culture could be a very good option. Like he got the sustain, he got the damage,
Mhm.
those bashes, those enhanced bashes from Garrett Culture. It could easily melt down a low HP heroes like Mage or even
Mhm.
Marksman. So Garrett Culture, I'm just good with it. I'm good with it. Like having a Garrett Catcher in the team. Okay, so they have banned a Claude and also La Pull-Up. It could be a very good ban because there's already. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Why the hell they just banned out La Pull-Up? What's going on in their mind? Wake up, boys. I guess that there is something bad going on in the gaming desk because they have already picked Leomord and you could take Leomord as a hyper. Lux picked up Freya. That means Freya is playing EXP. Then why the hell you guys banned up a Lapu? I'm not quite sure about you guys. Like, what's going on? Clap, clap. Let's snap out of it. Wake up, boys.
Yeah,
Things are
maybe
not
it's
going well.
because the Freya is flexible, she can be played in gold lane. So that is why they are a bit confused. That is why they are banning from
Let's
both
see.
of the
Let's see.
lanes. They are banning Claude for the gold lane in case Yama, I suppose they'll be flexing Freya on XP lane. Let's ban out Claude, and if they'll be flexing Freya for on the gold lane, let's ban out an XP laner. Both of the picks which were picked in the last game have been banned out. So let's see, Yama Sports, what will they be picking in this game? And the thing I want to talk about is the the challengingness from Yama Sports. They have already seen the Gutted Casa coming up from KINGSMEN, but still they went for
Oh,
Farsa pick.
all right. All right. So there is no marksman from this side. So okay, so that means Luke is going for the goal lane and win-win with the Martis and Yabi with Chip. And probably they're gonna have some swaps and Shohan this time with Carry. They have picked Carry once again, and I'm hoping to see a very good Carry gameplay this time. Like last time, it was a mess with Skyburst, picked up Carry. In the last game, you said picking up a carry against whenever you just have Rock or like last time what they have picked as a hyper. I mean, okay, so Basha. But still, last time carry was a very good pick. That I'm gonna say because whenever you have a tanky jungler in your row, also there is a tank, so you could easily go for marksman like carry. Those picks wasn't that much bad enough. That was good pick. Like Leomord's gameplay just, you know, his flaw, everything just got collapsed from their side. Like he was a little bit behind than the others. And it's a 5v5 game. So if you just play bad as a hyper, then what else your team can do for your team? Okay, so already the game has been started. And Luke's might be in trouble with a very low HP. Shohan will give a chase. No, he's not putting any intent to give a chase.
Yeah, we are into the game number 2. Lux is already looking low on HP. He might have been poked a little bit hard here
Oh,
by Kelsey. That's the first blood for Kelsey. And he is looking for another kill. Win-Win is getting melted. Okay, now in this game, the rains coming off from that Zaytian is helping a lot. Maybe Win-Win might not be that troublesome in this game.
absolutely. And Martis versus Jackie. Marty's early game damage is very crucial, and here we go. Flawless heavy body slam is coming on, and with still sticking up with the level 2. And in the golden void, just trying to give a little bit mess against the Skyburst. That if he just unlocks Skyburst in the second skill, that he will just keep spamming with that, and Skyburst might be in trouble against like in the early stages against Void. With a very low HP, Lux once again managed to escape, but the 1 kill lead has been taken from the Kingsman side. So right now I'm just getting a good vibe from them. I guess they will bring something good out of the box this time. I mean, strategy.
Yeah, obviously it is looking good for Kingsmen, especially the early game. They are winning a lot of trade. Hybrid is looking low on HP, and he's trying to freeze the lane, but the freezing will not be successful here. Jackie already opened up his ultimate. I mean, he raised the level 4.
Oh, Kingsley spamming his first skill. Shohan just trying to get some vision for his stream. Turtle has been spawned in the land up dot. And Jackie already with a level 4. Win-Win also with a level 4. Every single member of YAMA Esports is quite ready. Especially Win-Win with a Feather Airstrike. We all know how bad he can be with a Feather Airstrike in the early to late game. Jackie already have put his hand on the turtle. And I guess Leomord, Yabi not showing any intent to take the turtle, I guess. Okay, will he give a heroic entry? Alright, so Mortal Coil is coming from Hybrid. Lux. Turtle might be taken. Feather Airstrike once again. Flawless. Take the first turtle. And the heavy spin in the meantime. Trying to stash out way. Especially Lux. Damage is coming up from Kelsey. Alright, it was a neutral situation.
Yeah, just the turtle given away to Kingsman because YAMA Sports lineup will not favor, I guess. Oh, I'm not sure why Skyburst was eliminated by Turret. Okay, maybe he was disconnected. And there was a fight and
Maybe.
the pause haven't initiated in the middle of the fight. Okay. Yeah. Because
Here's a technical pause.
Yeah.
Here's a technical pause from the both side, and let's have a discussion. Like, what do you think, Sudin? Like, will this time Kingsmen will do something great and will, take the upper hand against the YAMA esports side? So, what do you think? Like, you don't have to give a neutral answer. Like, tell me what you are feeling right now. Like, just be honest with it. Like, if you just feel that YAMA is still good against the Kingsmen this time, then you could see that. You could say that, freely. I just want your, open mind opinion.
Yeah, looking at their lineup, I guess the team Kingsmen, they have the better lineup this time. Looking at the YAMA Sports, the main damage dealer, they have huge burst coming up from them, but then the burst damage is countered by huge SP. There are a lot of players with huge SP, but at the same time, the fight was started already, and there is double kill for Hybrid. Maybe he will go for some sort of attack speed build. I'm not sure. Martis works with some attack speeds as well, and recently the Demon Hunter sword was buffed, so I'm not sure if that tankiness will be countered by the Martis with Demon Hunter sword. Who knows? They are already rolling with the picks, I guess.
Oh, Skyburst might be in trouble. Alright, so there's a fight going on. Skyburst with the magic light wheel. In the meantime, Lux open his portal, and every single player of YAMA is just trying to give a gang, especially in the gold lane, but I guess they will be in the safe position. And in the mid lane, Kelsey is taken down, and Yabi this time taking down carry. Shuhan plays, also might be in trouble with a very low HP, but Luke will lose his HP. Look at the sustain, but still not enough against the Void.
Yeah, Void, he will escape from that chaotic situation, and we can see Hybrid split pushing on the top lane. Once again, looking at the replay from the bottom lane fight, look at those CC training from YAMA Sports. They entered the turret, they took down some kills, and they just ran away
Ah,
like nothing happened.
exactly. Still Shohan just try to, just try to get it sustained. That was, funny to see. Like, Garrod Kacha is just getting ganked against three players, like doing 1v3 situation, and that is Garrod Kacha. Still can do that. But you can hold that longer against three farmed hero. All right, here's a mom. Okay, Mortal Coil is coming from Hybrid. Jackie just trying to give this yo-yo damage. Vengeance hasn't popped up. Hybrid might be in trouble. But no, here we go. Mortal Coil decimation, but not enough. Not enough.
Put into that shortcut, and there's the feather strike. The last hit didn't connect against Kelsey, but Sohan is getting constantly CC'd.
Blind
Meanwhile,
confidence will get you nowhere, man. Blind confidence. That was overconfidence for Hybrid. Like Yabi, I was like, yeah, sorry, not Yabi. I mean Void. I was Hybrid. Sorry, I was watching him like with a very low HP. He was about to give his decimation, but in the very last end, he just got slain. Never mind.
oh, and there's the decimation from Hybrid. He took down the kill against Zohan. There's feather day strike. Kelsey low on SP might fall. With the low SP, he will survive. But maybe there's the turtle in the hands of Yama Sports. There's the heavy spin, pinning down Lock, but there's another fight.
Oh, no.
Bursted down. And Flawless will get taken down by Hybrid once again. There's the players chasing down the players from KINGSMEN. Yabe taking another kill with the killing spree, and that's kill for win-win. Hybrid low SP will survive here.
Hold on a second. I'm not quite sure about that. Void, did he took just a Malefic gun? Like I was watching his range. I'm not quite sure about that. Let's see. Okay, so no Malefic gun still from Void, but that range was amazing. Like, let's have a instant replay once again. Let's have a look at the replay. There's a Phantom Steed coming from Yabi. Okay, so double kill. I guess look at the damage is coming from Freya. Like, look at the range. Oh, Skyburst taking down by the range. Never mind. Avatar of the Guardian, unfortunately. Okay, to manage to hit 4 heroes. Heavy spin in the meantime. Okay, Shine Place has been taken. Feather Airstrike in the meantime. Win-win. Look at the damage. Phantom Steed in the meantime. Yabi just stabbing everyone and stomping down with Burr build. Double kill in a row by Void. Oh, not Void. I mean, this is Hybrid. They just exchanged their role and I'm just getting confused, Never
Yeah, anyway, that was 4 players getting taken down. Hybrid is looking for Maniac, I guess. He went for it, but he will get shutted down for his greediness. Anyways,
Exactly.
the people who are spamming their in-game ID in the comment section, please make sure to share this stream in your timeline publicly if you want to participate in the giveaways. Yeah, we have a lot of giveaways in this tournament. You can share the stream, like the stream, and yeah, obviously drop your in-game ID on your comment section to participate. As well, you can make the clips, make the highlights of the tournament and post it on
Absolutely.
the Facebook group of Mlbb BD or Mlbb Nepal, and you can win up to 10,000 diamonds of
Exactly. All right, so let's have a look on the itemization. So here we go. Let's starting things up with Freya. Not actually Trinity is coming on, but still there is Golden Step combined with the Corrosion side, and in the meantime, Lord has been taken down from the Yama side, and there's a Warax has been made. All right, so here we go. The Valkyrie god is doing amazing in the land of Dom. Flawless, trying to stash him away. Revitalize has been popped up. Avatar of the Guardian to secure himself, to save himself from the fight. And Win-Win once again bursting down. Carry, like literally Skyburst. Like, instead of bursting Yama Esports, he's just getting nicely bashed up by the Yama. Especially the Win-Win. Melting down everyone with the Feather Airstrike. That is amazing gameplay. I was expecting a little bit more from Skyburst, but flawless once again. I don't know what's going on in his mind, but again, he is falling very badly. I guess he should have, like practice more before entering in this type of heavy competition. That I would say.
Oh, I mean, he's really talented because they have already entered top four. They are strong. Maybe there is some kind of issues. Maybe the coordination. Maybe the drafting, or maybe something might have happened. But let's hope for the best. There we can see YAMA Sports is already with the Lord, but that Lord will not do much. But there's another shortcut. They are going in to the base. Flawless getting taken down. Hybrid trying to go in. There's double for him, but he will not get more than double. But okay, with two people's getting taken down, maybe they will still be able to secure the base. There's Feather, there's Strike, last one SP, and Win will secure the kill once again. Two peoples, once again another Phantom is here. They will pull back Jackie and will kill him. Last person standing on the base, but it's still, I guess they will be able to defend his base. There's heavy spin.
Hoping is not enough. Hoping is not enough to win a game, but I guess that they will lock down the base, but not this time. Once again, Feather has strike. Two people might be in trouble, and that is the Volcrate Goddess. Take the killing spree. Once again, stunned. Flawless once again will fall very badly, and everything just ended up once again by the same result. And the victory goes to YAMA Esports from Nepal. Amazing gameplay. Totally a good coordination from their side. They have proven once again how good they are, and they are, they have the potential to go to the next round. And I am not pleased and I am not happy by the performance of the KINGSMEN. Especially, I said, it's not about hoping. It's not about, getting optimistic. It's all about giving the best performance. And Flawless, I don't know what's going on. As you said, maybe the coordination. They could mess up with that, but I'm not happy with this gameplay, even the way they have just played. And okay, so you guys could see the results, and the victory goes to the YAMA Esports from Nepal.
Yeah, once again, looking at the highlight, I think there's nothing but the YAMA Sports jumping in and diving into the turret and like hitting the the players from Kingsmen like the turret never existed. And yeah, talking about the peak, everyone was shocked about the Martis peak, but with him paired up with that the Halberd and the Sky Piercer, he could obviously counter that high SP heroes coming out from Kingsmen. And yeah, I think that was a really solid pick coming out from YAMA Sports, even though we barely see Martis in the experience or even in the competitive scenario. But in this particular game, that Martis pick was, I think, well executed.
Yeah, and I just noticed one thing right now. Like, I was thinking that Martis was killed in that time, but no. Chip just opened his portal, and Martis just teleported in the very last moment when Chi-Chi was about to kill Martis. In the very last moment, he just escaped. I misunderstood that moment. Never mind. I just saw that, and it was a picture perfect moment, and that was, the timing was picture perfect. Okay, you guys could take the clip. It was amazing. But that's all for this game, and we'll be right back with our next game. I guess there's a lot more to come, but I'm just saying the next game will be okay. Let me check. So let me check the schedule once again so that I could say. Okay, so next game it will be Shadow Eclipse versus Trust the Process. Another good name. I like this name, Trust the Process. Oh no, this name means a lot. Never mind. So the MVP, the most valuable player, has been taken by the Void. Gold lane. He played Frey in the gold lane. and played amazing. You guys could copy the build because it was effective build against the Kingsmen, one of the best team in Bangladesh. He played very well. The carry is amazing. Kill participation 73%, damage taking 20% as a golden. Phrase is a little bit squishy in this meta, so just avoid heavy damages. It's better to make a good position, play as a marksman, and that is what Void did in this game. And damage dealt 27%.
And here we can see the itemization from both of the team. I was expecting, or maybe that was just my fantasy, to see the Demon Hunter sort of paired up with the Martises. That was a bit of meta, I would say. Being Martis being picked in the tournament, especially in the playoffs of a tournament which is in between two nations, by the way. But yeah, we didn't see the Demon Resort, but we could see the Sea Halberd, which is obviously the counter of the high SP heroes. And yeah, that worked really great from their side. And yeah, obviously, as compared to the game number one, we can see a perfect execution of the hero Leomord as well from the side of Team Yama Sports. And as Walker already said, or give gave the shout out about the next coming up match. It is in between Shadow Eclipse versus Trusty Process, and that will also be the best of three knockout round. The any team
Absolutely.
who loses will get knocked out from the tournament.
If you lose, you will get the ticket, and that has already happened with Kingsmen. They already have booked the ticket of elimination, and they're just about to go home and take a good nap. That's a very good gameplay from the side of YAMA Esports. Once again, Nepal start things up very well in the Golden Hour Cup 2026. It's a golden month, the holy month for all of us, that I would say. So yeah, enjoy every single moment with your friends and family. And don't forget to support Mlbb Nepal. Don't forget to support Mlbb Bangladesh. Your support will bring something good for your country, because still there is no roadmap for Nepal or even Bangladesh. If your support is with Mlbb, then there might be a chance for you all to get the exact roadmap for your Mlbb career, like the MCB Mobile Legend Championship battle. And we are eagerly waiting for that. I'm not quite sure about MCB, but let's hope that it will come to Nepal and Bangladesh one more time. So that's all for this game, and we'll be back with our next game. It's all about Nepal versus Bangladesh, Shadow Eclipse versus Trust Process.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
Once again, after a very short break, we would like to welcome you back to Golden Hour Cup 2026. I'm here is the caster, me, Sudan Rai, and my co-caster here is Welcome Mahmood. We are from Nepal and Bangladesh, obviously representing our nation, and there are four teams from each nation representing their nation. And here we are onto the game number two, sorry, match number two, in between Shadow Eclipse versus Trusty Process. What are your expectations, Walker, in this match from Shadow Eclipse?
All right, so I guess we're about to witness another devastating gameplay from both of the side, and it will be a great contest. I'm just hoping. Let's hope for the best, and still, like every time, I'm being optimistic from the both side. And yes, trust the process from Nepal. Sounds like it's a very good team, and with another unique team, a unique name that I would say. And in the other side, Shadow Eclipse from Bangladeshi side, and I hope they will do far better than the last game, and especially it's all about kind of like representing your country. Like this tournament is all about Bangladesh and Nepal. In every day, you will see these two nations will getting collide against each other. So definitely, this match is all about Bangladesh versus Nepal more than Trusty Process and Shadow Eclipse. And so we have a giveaways, and there's a lot of giveaways that are going on in this Golden Hour Cup to 2026, and you have a huge chance to win up to 10,000 diamond. So it's a big opportunity. So all you have to do, just mention some friends and share the stream in your timeline. But I mean, there's a total. You will get chance to win up to 10,000 diamond plus in total, like in overall all contests, not only one by sharing the stream only. So there's a huge contest going on based on this tournament. So it's a big opportunity for players or even content creators and those new players. And sharing the stream, like sharing is also caring. Like so, you have to share the stream. So, anyways, let's get back to the drafting. So we talked a lot and there's a 336 draft has been done from the both side, and from the drafting side, I'm just directly moving on to the Sudin Roy, and he will describe the drafting.
All right, we are already into the picking phase from Shadow Eclipse, and they are going for Leomord first pick once again. Yeah, he's a great pick, but let's see if there's some different hero who are worthy to be picked on the first pick. Whereas looking at the drafting session here, Shadow Eclipse, they have banned out Ishan Sin, Yu Zhong, and Zadian. Okay, they are all heroes from really the last two alphabets Y and Z. And Trusty Process, okay, they are banning out the Sora with Freya and Jushin. And once again, we can see the Grok getting Paradise from Nepali team, just like the game match number one and game number one. Here we can see another Grok pick from Trusty Process or from Team Nepal. Grok, he is very annoying, by the way, because he not only has the CCing capability, but he also has that isolating capability with that Earthen Rampart or the minion delaying ability. He is really versatile to change the wave of the game, the path of the game.
Absolutely, and from the side of Shadow Eclipse, there is a okay though. Demon. Demon picked up a carry in this game. I guess the carry is just getting more popular in these days. I mean, they're in the meta, and obviously, like whenever you're just willing to melt down some tranky heroes, then carry could be your very good option. So picking up a carry is not a bad option, I guess. But last time Skyburst played carry, and I talked to him, and he said like he was facing some kind of issues and all, so it could be some technical difficulties. But still, I'm gonna pause him because I guess this is his first tournament in the biggest stage, so he tried it best. So let's dive into this game. So Demon will play carry and made his appearance in this game with carry, Rohan with a Minotaur. So if I'm not wrong, like Rohan will definitely swap the hero. I mean Minotaur with the Sir Demon's carry. If just I'm not wrong. And in the other hand, okay, so I'm not forcing myself to pronounce the name of Lunox because esports players don't like to get their name pronounced in the wrong way. It's a kind of like a disrespecting them. So I'm just leaving it to Sudin. He might know the names. Okay, so there's a Lunox. So whatever it is, whatever the name it is, I'm not pronouncing it. It's better that call him with his hero. Okay, so Joy has been banned out from the sign of Shadow Eclipse, and there is also uh, Soyo is banned out. Another good, very good pick. Could be a very good pick as a as a meta. Soyo does very well as a jungler. It could be devastating in the early to mid game. And in Kai, all right. So they have banned. Okay, is that Eve and okay? I guess it's Eve. Okay, so Eve has been banned out as long as with Khadita and Kai with an Alice. All right, so I could say one thing that Carrie and Alice is quite good in this meta. What do you say? Because in the last game, we saw Kingsman have played Carrie and Alice both, but
Mhm.
everything just ended up very badly from their side. They just messed up with Leomord, Carrie, even with Alice. So that in this game, we could expect, dominating Alice gameplay from Trusty Process.
Yeah, let's see if that will go in their favor or not. By the way, mm, but at the same time, they might not be able to scale on the early game because they have a lot of late game reliant hero. Whereas we can see from the side of side Eclipse, they really have that early game heroes like Leomord, and the time that Lapu Lapu hits that level 4, he will be very aggressive, and he will be very effective from their lineup. And obviously there's the Farsa who can just burst down the backline from early as well as the late game. But
Late game.
okay, that might change this draft a little bit. Trust the process. If they can okay, maybe this can change the draft here, because Minotaur is a bit is squeezy kind of a roamer, with the huge burst coming up from Fanny. That might be a key to the team trusty process. What do you say? Which lineup do you think is better?
Well, I'm gonna say this time Shadow Eclipse lineup is far more better than Trusted Process. It's not about like they're from my country, even that they're from the Bangladeshi side. It's not for that. It's
Mhm.
about their drafting. The draft they have made in this game is quite got the potential, especially in the early game and also in the late game. So in my opinion, that I would say I'm just putting them ahead against the trusty process because Cloud needs a very late game to hit his power
Mhm.
spike. As long as the what is the name? I just forget. Okay, Lunox. Okay, all right. So I guess there will be a redraft if I'm not wrong. So let's better not talk about the draft because I guess they're gonna have a second draft, and I guess some of them just messed up with the picking or whatever it is. It could be some technical difficulties. So, okay, so in between all of these moments, so we could discuss about a few things. That is a giveaway. There's a huge giveaways going on soon. So, it could be a very good option for those whoever are willing to get some free diamonds and want to enjoy the game as well by getting some gifts. So, if you guys are hunting for them, then it could be Golden Hour Cup 2026 could be a very good option for you. And also, it's a very good tournament. With vast potential. Like there's a lot of good players are playing um, in this tournament, so you could learn a lot from them. And in the other side, if you were, esports enthusiast, then this kind of this type of tournaments it could be a very good opening for you as you could work in the management team. You could be a caster like us, and there's a lot of opportunities is open in Mobile Legends. So hats off for Mobile Legend, and as long as Munchun doing very well these days in every single country. Just one thing is missing, that is our MCB. because MCB is a roadmap for Bangladesh and Nepal. MCB brings a lot of good stuff for these two countries. Sometimes it brings opportunity to go to the MSC. Sometimes it creates opportunity to get a ticket to Mobile Legend World Championship, especially in the wild card. So MCB could be a very good option for these two countries. So let's hope for the best, and Mountain will try to think to bring MCB back in this region, and let's hope for that. And I guess we will see the game once again. The game will start, and I'm sticking with my decision. That is that Sudin asked me to, like, he wanted to get my opinion, and I already said, and I'm sticking with that. The drafting of Shadow Epic Clips seems far more better than Trusty Process, because they have the two crucial late gamer. I'm talking about Claude and Lunox. But in the other side, if you just have a look on the Eclipse side, then obviously I am offended. Could easily burst down in the early to mid, even in the late game. So nobody is talking about the late game first, because everyone knows if there is a late game mage, then there will be more than three names will get popped up. One is Fursa, two Sicilian, three is Xavier, and four, if I'm not wrong, that is what is the name? Grandmother of Gushen. What is the name, Sudin? I just forget.
Is it Valentina?
Yeah, it is Valentina. The second skill hurts a lot in the late game. Never mind. Sometimes I just messed up with those names.
Yeah, but looking at the lineup of Frosty Process, I don't think there will be much heroes that will be stationary to get heated by the Feather Strike. So, will Farsa, I'm offended, will he be able to dish out the damage? Yes, he will have the damage from the itemization, but will there be the target to nuke them from the above? Because there's Saron with the brilliance, he can become invincible for a few seconds. There's
With order.
Fanny, who is very mobile, obviously the most mobile hero in MLB, I would say.
Obviously, and yeah, you were definitely right. Like it could be a little bit troublesome for, like I'm offended to hit the feather air strike properly against the Saron or even the Fanny, the high mobility hero. So here we go. There is a first wall, but first I just managed to escape with this bird from. I mean, actually, people say that bird is her husband. That seems quite funny, but still, you were just. Or, no, I'm not gonna say that riding your husband and escape from a team fight. It could be a little bit hilarious. Never mind. All right, so Kai will willing to just give a fight in the Fanny zone, especially in the red buff. And here's a Demon Flex will provide vision for his team. So Hazy is also doing the same job, and Cable is coming off from Kai.
Yeah, and so far, no any casualty here. If I mean, most of the time, if some team has that Fanny, they will be trying to get kill as soon as possible to, keep up with the snowballing to, start the snowball. But yeah, sadly, they aren't giving any chance to start that or yeah, become an easy target. But they
Ooh,
are with the nice
the first
isolation,
try.
and they managed to get first kill here.
All right, the Cipher has taken down by the hand of Fanny. Kai was doing amazing. Like the early strike came from Nepal once again, and it could be a very good, it could be a very good start from them. And again, they could create some momentum. Fanny once again in the turtle lane, and Sayron with a Chaos Assault just trying to finish the turtle as soon as possible. And Kai once again, I mean, the first turtle without any single team fight and interruption.
Yeah, the first kill against the jungler of Sad Eclipse, that which is Cypher, I would say. Yeah, that is the character. That is a character from the Blitz, but that name is very hard to pronounce here. In fact, I guess I know the number. He might be the number for Espada, right? I'm not exactly sure.
All right, so the fight has been going on, and Lumor might be in trouble. And Fanny, did he just steal the buff? I guess no. Okay, Leomore. Good for Leomore, but that is just managed to take his buff. And in the gold lane, there is a. In the gold lane, there's a Elise versus Destroyer is going. I mean, the EXP lane in the top lane, Fursa. I am offended, trying to make his way. I guess there's a feather airstrike will be, and Claude with a battle mirror image. But
Nice.
unfortunately, he just failed to escape.
Yeah, okay, that was a nice try to dodge the feather they strike. But oh, I say, I mean, the other rampart from his own team made him, isolated from getting the kill against. I'm offended. I mean, it wasn't the SEO kill, but he might have been able to, deal out some damage or yeah. But I say with his Earthen Rampart, he made it kind of impossible.
Absolutely, and Claude in the meantime trying to make his first item, that is DHS. Yes, he did. He managed to make his first item. Now Claude will able to hit carry with the power of DHS, and one of the most crucial build of Claude, and he just made it with around 4 minutes. 4 minutes 27 seconds, and it was too early for him, and that is a good thing for Claude players. Like, you will get more benefit if you just made the DHs as early as possible. But here we go, the turtle dance. Once again, the cycle turtle has been spotted spawn in the land of Dawn. Leomord just giving a little bit poke. Corrosion side has been made by Ruhan. Claude just getting ready. Phantom Seed Leomord with his barbell once again. The ultimate feather airstrike has been popped up, but Hazy is taking down Ruhan, and in the meantime, Kai has been taking down. A lot of things are going. Okay, so Destroyer taking the kill of Siren, and the trade was all equal from the both side. And they're just showing their class from the both side with a very low HP. Leomord just managed to escape. Oh, he got a luck.
Yeah, and once again, the trusty process, they are trying to get the hands on the turtle. And once again, looking at the replay, that was a really great showing of win, by the way, and he managed to escape, by the way. And yeah, obviously, the feather they strike did hurt a lot against Team Trusty Process. Okay, maybe they got their hands on the turtle, and now the game is back to the laning phase. I mean, all of the players are back to their lane, trying to farm, trying to keep the lead or make the lead.
Yeah, they're just doing their job, like the securing the objectives, and the casual plays going on from the both side. Three kills from Trusty Process and Shadow Eclipse, and gold difference is not that much huge. 17k gold from Trust side, and in the other hand, the Shadow Eclipse, they're just like 1 point something. 1.5 Ks behind than the Trusty Process, but I would say every single difference will get count. All right, so there's a fight going on. They are just seeking the goal objective very well. Fanny with the cable got shot in the meantime, but unfortunately, Sir Demon Flakes see the kill up Kai, and like Fanny just paid off very nicely. That the way he just invaded between the two heroes and ended up very badly.
Oh, the first out, the previous fighter from Destroyer. There's the Raging Sword Slash, but it's still the 3 players ganking up against Destroyer. Okay, they managed to get the kill. And talking about the other fight in the bottom lane, they tried to take down Ruhan, but maybe they overstayed over there, and that is why they were punished. Once again, another kill. There's the Blazing Duet with the flicker, by the way, from Darlami Z, and nearly, I'm offended, managed to outplay Darlami Z. Okay, maybe if he had that feather they strike, he could have outplayed Darlami Z in that case.
Absolutely, once again, Kai with the turtle. This is the turtle in the land of Dawn, and there will be a fight if I'm not wrong. Destroyer is just getting punished, but I guess he's not willing to do 1v3 situation at this point right now. And there will be invasion in the buff. Hazy just waiting to give a perfect tectonic charge, and here All right, so Alice is waiting in the in the red buff. So I don't know what's going on in their mind. I guess they will just focus on the neutral objective.
Ooh, the
Oh, look at the
flare.
wild charge once again, and the killing spree is coming from Sayron. Secret the kill up. I am offended, and that was a nice outplay from their side.
Okay, there's the trade back from
Oh,
Cypher on the mid lane. There's some players lurking towards the bottom lane, and maybe they are trying to go in. Cypher with
oh,
low SP, he managed to escape. Even the isolation from that awesome rampart didn't help. Darlami Z trying to forcefully push the mid lane, but there's Destroyer. He managed to clear up the minion wave, and they managed to secure or keep the mid lane tier 1 turret safe.
absolutely. And in the meantime, I would like to explain the itemization from the both sides. It's been 9 minutes past. All right, so starting things up with the marksman, especially the carry Trinity will come on if I'm not wrong. And in the other side, Claude is also a way to make the Trinity, like the Demon Hunter Sword combined with the Golden Staff. If we just talk about the I Am Offended, then there's a Glowing One, and the Lunox also making the same build. Glowing One is going on. Leomord with the War Axe, and in the other side, like typical Fanny build, Heptus is coming on. So that means Fanny will capable enough to give a one single crucial hit with the passive of the Blade of Heptus. And if I just talk about the securing the neutral objective, then I would say both team is doing very fine. But trust the process, they're doing a little bit better than the Shadow Eclipse, especially they're just taking the goal lead, and also they're far little bit ahead than the Shadow Eclipse, especially for the tower, securing the neutral objective. And so Demon Flex will get some vision for his team and will try to get some momentum. And all right, so here Schiffer will call his Barbell. There's a fight going on. Feather Airstrike in the meantime. Bravest Warrior by Lapu Lapu. And will get punished. Destroyer might be in trouble. And there's a Blazing Duet, a full stack. Damage is coming on Kai. Secret the kill as Sayron has been taken down by Destroyer is taken by Sayron, and Sayron also slain in the meantime. Fanny. Oh, so the trade wasn't equal. It was a 2v1 situation.
I'm offended. He's trying to flank to against Kai, I guess, because Kai was really low on SP, but Kai curled and he is trying to push the top lane. And once again, Frosty Process, they have started the Lord Dance. The Lami Z with Trinity item completed. He is dealing a lot of damage against Demon Flash.
All right, so Kai is here, and I guess that was just a little bit poked from the side of Trusty Process. Claude, Dalami's G is just trying to get some stack. Look, the damage is coming from, especially the Claude. There will be a Blazing Duet with a full stack. Phantom City in the meantime, but unfortunately, Leomord is down. Burbel was be like, what the hell, man? You just called me, and you were just dead. What should I do alone? And it creates the momentum. Look at the instant replay once again. Claude was just trying to get his full stack, and the way Minotaur was getting punished, and the tectonic charge combined with the Blazing Duet literally let them zero chance for them to give a fight against the Trusty Process. That was a perfect tectonic charge with the combine of the Blazing Duet.
Destroyer getting melted. He had to force his Brave Spider, and we can even see I'm offended was forced to use his Feather Day Strike. But yeah, the cooldown of Feather Day Strike isn't that much, so it will be ready by the Lord approaches the base. But let's see if Trusty Process will be able to penetrate a bit more into the base of Sad Eclipse or not. There's the Lord with the full HP. They are ready with the 5 of the players ready to dive into the base.
Once again, there's a Phantom State called Leomord. Okay, so not enough damage from the side of Team Shadow Eclipse, and the the inhabited tower has been taken down from the bot side, and I guess it will be the end. Recall spam is going on. A lot of things happen just with a very few seconds, and that's it. The game has been ended, and the victory goes to Trusty Process. And it was early. It was surely like 12 minutes. They have just finished the game within 12 minutes, and it's a perfect gameplay from the Trusty Process side, like a complete complete perfect picture perfect gameplay from the side. Like from the early stage, I was about to think that this match will get a little bit more intense because the way both of these team has started in the early phases, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The way Shadow Eclipse played in the early couple of minutes, and it was about to make me believe that in this time they will do something great against those Nepali good teams. And but in the end, everything just ended up with the same result. But I would say, trust the process, they had a clean strategy against the Shadow Eclipse side. And that's all for the first game. And don't forget, there's a lot of prizes are going on, a lot of giveaways are going on in this tournament. Golden Hour Cup 2026. There's a 5,000 diamond giveaways today. All you just have to do, mention your friends, share the stream to your timeline, then make sure you're sharing the stream to your timeline. Our staffs and crews will check your profile. Like if you were the lucky one, they will probably check your profile that you are sharing the stream and worthy enough and lucky enough to get the gifts. So here we go, the match highlight. So as I was saying to Sudin, like in the early couple of minutes, I was about to believe that this match will get
Mm-hmm.
more intense again the tragic process. Then after 7 minutes, you know, everything was just getting one-sided. Like you guys could see the highlight, like the way Brock charged and the way he was just putting his wall, especially right now. Look at the tectonic charge combined with Darlami's disease blazing duet. They were perfectly utilizing Claude's the you know
Mm-hmm.
base damage. The power spike of Claude was too much to take, and his KD wasn't good enough. Like maybe he took one kill, maybe one kill or two kill. The match card will tell us about that, but the damage he have dealt in the team fight, that was all enough for Fanny. I mean for Kai to
Mm-hmm.
take down all of them. So look at every single team fight. Like I don't know. It was a bad luck for day one. I mean, day one live stream for Bangladesh. They're just messing up everything.
Yeah, yeah, I guess especially I guess the drafting,
uh,
because the drafting coming up from the Nepali teams are really are going really great against them. Like as you are talking about the damage coming up from Claude, but when they picked up, I mean when Demon Flex picked up that Minotaur
oh,
to knock him up, during the Blazing Duet, but he have been using it. He have been forced to use the Spy Stomp or the Minotaur Fury,
Venus
because there
Fury.
are a lot of players who are capable of diving into the backline. So Demon
Exactly.
Flex is being forced to use those skills defensively rather than targeting the Claude or the Lamizi.
Exactly. You must have to save your, Venus Fury for Blazing Duet for the perfect time. And, the Claude wasn't let that happen because he was completely forcing him, I mean, Minotaur to use his Venus Fury in the early because, like Claude's Blazing Duet will get instantly stop if Minotaur perfectly execute his Venus Fury. Okay, so let's talk about the MVP, the most valuable player that is from the tragedy process side. That is Hazy, with the Grok MVP kill participation 100%. Uh, I'm not gonna talk about the damage because he's a tank. Never mind. Damage taken 27%, which is huge, and you guys could see the build. A very casual and normal build is coming from Grok. Like there is a Athena shield to get prevent those magic damages, and there's anti-craze shoe which work perfect against assassins, and there's a dominant size in the meantime. So here we go. Like I was talking about Claude, that we could see the Claude's KDA. So here we go. 113 KDA. I was saying like Claude's KDA wasn't that much good enough because he failed to take the kills, but still the thing Claude did, the damage he
Mhm.
dealt in the fight, that was amazing. And that was enough for Kai and Seiren to wipe out the entire, the Shadow Eclipse side. That was amazing. Like I was watching his power spike, like that was amazing. Never mind, that was a hell of a good cloud gameplay that I would say.
Yeah, and another amazing thing I could, see here in this game is how Zisimba didn't die even once, because he was with his that Alice, he was going in, diving in, and zoning out the players. He was perfectly setting up that throne of ruin as well. I could even see the four-man setup on the first ever turtle, but he, with that low SP, escaped, and even in the following battles, he was diving in, but he didn't die even once. So, but if I had to play Elise, I would die like dozen of times.
Same goes for me too. Like it is a perfect example of a EXP player, like how how to play a perfect EXP, how to execute a perfect EXP gameplay, and he could be a perfect example for those EXP players who have watching this, whoever watching this game. You guys could follow that Elise. I just forget the name. He played very well, could be a very example, and idolize you guys by his gameplay. He didn't die even once. That was amazing, that I would say. So that's all for the first match, and still, the second game will be a do or die for the Bangladeshi team, Shadow Eclipse. There's a lot of good players from the Shadow Eclipse side, like there's a Ruhan, and I am offended. This player is amazing, one of the most well-known players in Bangladesh. So yeah, uh, they have the potential, but still, they didn't play that much good in the first game, and that's the reason they didn't go far. But still, it's a knockout game, so you must have to figure out to win. No matter what, whenever you're just losing the first game, then the second game you must have to give a trump card to your opponent if you just wanna stick to the tournament. Otherwise, you will get the ticket like the Kingsmen, and you guys can have a good nap. I guess you can't have a good nap if you just lose, in the first day against Nepal. At least you guys should get one victory. And as a caster, I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, okay. But here we are with game number two between the Trusty Process versus Shadow Eclipse once again. Uh, in this game, the sides have been swapped up. Trusty Process is on the blue side and Shadow Eclipse on the red side, and even the bans are getting swapped here. Trusty Process, they had picked up that Grok, but they are banning their own hero in this game number one. So maybe they are trying to go for something more valuable than Grok for their first pick. What could it be?
Uh, it's a tough question to answer. So let's see. Okay, so there's a Kai. So I'm not gonna give a guess because I'm just so bad at gazing. Like whenever just my co-caster just put me in this type of situation, like Walker just give a hell of a gaze. I just try to figure out to just avoid that question because I'm so bad at gazing. Even so, then you are just far more better than me. Whenever it's just a matter of gazing. All right, so I'm not give a gaze, but I just want to say like Shadow Eclipse side guys, just don't slip without getting at least a set of victory against Nepal, because the first game is nicely got win by the Kingsmen. The YAMA esports did well in the first game, in the first day live. They have proven themselves. Because they're just worthy enough to the make the tournament more intense and get the a golden hour cup. They could be the champion. I would say that the composition that I have seen in them, that I could say in letting me believe they will do great in the tournament. Like mark my word.
Yeah, anyways, it is taking a lot of time for these two teams to, do the drafting. Maybe they're
They're just being
obviously
more serious.
looking for a great drafting here. The Freya have been banned, and there's once again Zaytian getting banned out by Shadow Eclipse. So, trust the process as they have banned out Rock. What would be the first pick? That was my question, and they have answered it by picking up Zushin. Okay, Let's see if that first
That's
pick
interesting.
was worthy enough because they banned out a hero which was really good. I mean, it was the MVP hero for their first game.
Absolutely, and every time players like esports players just love to ban, Jushin. They love to put Jushin in the ban section, but this time, whenever they just got the the first pick chance, they didn't hesitate to pick up Jushin, and those, the lantern flare is too annoying. And the first kill of Jushin is also annoying. Like it could give you a hell of a damage. Not only that, if you just stack filled up, if your stack filled up in the perfect time, then you could give a hell of a push. You could give a hell of a stash to you, and that's so annoying. Like it's Jushin's kill is it could be a very good threat for those squishy heroes. Like whenever they're just hiding behind your sustainer, I mean tank, you could easily grab them and give a hell of a push to you. It could create a momentum for your marksman or even your assassin to lane that squishy hero. So, and in the meantime, Jushin's one most crucial good point is the sustain. Like Jushin could sustain with the lantern flare. I mean
Mhm.
that his ultimate. Like whenever he just casts his ultimate, her ultimate, like he got a shield, and even her mobility gets a little bit increased. So it's too hard to get him. That I would say.
Yeah, obviously. And most of the times he is paired up with the flicker or the purify, which even makes her more difficult to catch. So let's see. We are into the second phase of the ban session. Here we can see Eve getting banned out and Hylos. Okay, we could see Hylos after a long time. Yeah, obviously with the slow maze like Zushin, Hylos is the cherry on top. Hylos really goes well with the slow type of mazes, so maybe they are forcing the Hylos getting picked up and Shadow Eclipse. They are banning out the Hylos. Let's see what will be the second ban for both of the teams.
Absolutely. So once again, trust your process side. Oh, so they got two metas here. Hazy with Sora. All right, so I was expecting Sora in the goal lane, but unfortunately there is a carry. So definitely carry will play in the goal lane, and Hazy will go for the EXP side if I'm not wrong, because I'm not quite sure about having a Sora as a jungler. So yeah, he could go for the EXP lane if I'm just not wrong. So Demon Flakes. Oh, sorry, Sir Demon. So Demon with a claw. Definitely we will see a swap here if I'm not wrong. And Rohan with a Gather Catcher, Destroyer with Elise. And last time we witnessed, a complete perfect, but picture perfect gameplay of Elise from the Tragic Process side. But this time I'm just willing to see the same type of gameplay from the Bangladeshi side, and let's see what they does. And I'm so excited. And they have banned out a chip, and also with Hylos, Zetian. And in the other side, Eve has been banned out from the Trust side, and also with Kadita, as long as with Kadita. And I'm so excited to see their hyper. I mean, Trust Process side. I'm so excited. So it could be if I'm not wrong, it could be Akai or it could be Basha if I'm not wrong. I just said I'm just so bad at gazing, never mind.
Yeah, it could be the tank hero, obviously,
Mhm.
as there are a lot of the tankiness coming up from Shadow Eclipse. I don't think any assassin could burst down Elise or a hero like Godutgasa. Even chasing down the Cloud would be really hard for even most of the assassins. So let's see what they have in their hands. Maybe they will be using that Sora to dive into the backlane. Let's figure out. We will figure out their strategy in the game. Obviously, Shadow Eclipse. They are going for Suyo as their jungler. Rusty
Oh,
Process with the double pick for this phase. They need a jungler as well as maybe a roamer because obviously Sora I mean he could be played in a roam position, but mostly he isn't preferred as a roamer. So yeah, they are with Lancelot
here we
and
go.
Khalid is a roamer.
Here we go. My favorite pick, Lancelot, my boy. I'm a Lancelot player, and I always admire Lancelot player, and I really do love watching Lancelot gameplay. So I'll keep my eyes on Kai. I'll keep my goddamn eye on Kai because he's playing Lancelot. Don't disappoint me, Moy. Like, play Lancelot well. Like, I would love to see those punctures combined with the phantom execution, especially Sir Demon will have a very bad time against Lancelot because we all know, like, Lancelot get nerfed. We all know that. No matter how much nerf it gets, like when it's all about Lancelot, every time it's ended up, no matter how nerf you get, Lancelot is one of the most best assassin in the history of Mobile Legend Bang Bang. Just forget about other assassin. You could say Fanny, Hayabusa. Yeah, I will agree. Fanny is great. Hayabusa is also great, great assassin. But Lancelot is something different.
Yeah, and this is the okay draft for the game number 2. This is the best of 3 series in between Frosty Process versus Shadow Eclipse, where Frosty Process is already with 1 match point, and Shadow Eclipse, they are on the do or die situation here because they will get knocked out if they didn't manage to win this game too. And yeah, this time around we can see Star Eclipse and Frosty Process, they both have a really great lineup here. And yeah, hope for the best for both of the teams. So we would like to, see at least one best of 3 tie-breaking game match, or yeah, match between these two countries.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let's see which team has the last left from the very last moment for the side of Shadow Eclipse. As Sudin mentioned, like, it will be a do or die for them, and obviously it is. And Hazy with a sand hover, just try to give us slashes to Destroyer. And this is the best part of having like hold on a second. Here we go. The first blood is taken by. Okay, so the first blood is taken by Chiefer. Zayron has been
Cypher.
taken down from the Trusty Process side. Like, it was a hell of a good start from them.
Yeah, but okay, maybe they are going for more. There's the another kill onto the gold lane. I'm not sure what Frosty Process are trying to do here. They are completely forgetting about them having the mini map. They should have noticed the players being missing. But yeah, that was another kill onto the goal lane where it might be a bit comfortable for Ruhan over there on the goal lane, and they are trying to go for more. There's the Throne Rose trying to escape from some damage. There's the flicker, the Wing Force from Haishe Siren getting damage once again, but there's not full commitment coming up from Sadik Clips. They are just trying to go for the turtle peacefully, as they already know that some players from Frosty Process are already injured. They might not commit for the turtle, but there they are. Try to commit for the turtle. Kai with the retribution will able to secure the turtle as well as a kill against Urkiora, and Zishimba trying to zone out. I'm offended. Still, there's low SP person, which is Sir Demon Flex, will get taken down. It's still with low SP, Aisha will survive, and so does Destroyer too.
That was a hell of a good kill coming from Trusty Process. Let's see the instant replay once again. And here you go, with the bat face, Sicilian tried to push some damage, but with a very low HP, he managed to escape. But here we go, the Lancelot. Lancelot just uses Thorn Rose, but unfortunately the kill has been taken down by someone else. All right, so okay, so that was a good trade from the both side, and now it seems like equilibrium is running from the both team. Shadow Eclipse versus Tragic Process, and I could see a lot of supports are coming from the Shadow Eclipse side. I mean, people from Bangladesh just keep cheering. Yeah, that's it. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Like, whenever your nation is playing, just all you have to do, just mark your flag and raise a voice for your country. That means a lot, Here we go. The Shangwin's Claw in the meantime. All right, so here we go. I guess something is wrong. There's a technical pause is going right now. So
And talking about the puzz, okay, I would like to give a shout out to our referee whose in-game name is Mohu Gal Premi. You know what that means? He
no, I don't
he
know.
is I don't know how to explain it in English because I'm really weak in English. He is trying to say that he is uh, a lover who is a bit overly yeah, he is a heartbroken lover. And that is really funny to see here on the screen. But
Lover boy.
anyways, we have giveaways going on for the Golden Hour Cup. We have 5,000 worth of giveaways for the peoples who will drop their in-game name in the comment section, like this stream, and share the stream on their timeline publicly. And we also have 10,000 worth of diamonds giveaway for the you know uh, contest about the highlights. You can clip any moment of the tournament from playoffs, semifinals, and finals, and you can post it on the group or your timeline with the hashtag Golden Hour Moments, and you might be the one to win the diamonds. Yes, up to 10,000 diamonds, and even I guess there will be the giveaway of up to 15,000 diamonds from the contest going on in the official page, I guess. Yeah, in the official page of Bangladesh and Nepal as well.
Yes, and that being said, and there's a neutral situation going on in the land of Dawn. Both team is doing very well, especially Shara Cliff side. They struggled a lot. They lost the first game, so now they are so serious, and they won't let the match fall to the hands of Trusty Process this time because it's a do or die for them. And Hazy just hovering everywhere, not with the hoverboard, but with sand, which is too unusual to see. Like, wish everyone could hover with sand. Okay, never mind. So here we go. The kill has been taken off Sicilian. In the meantime, Kai once again secured another kill, and Warax has been taken down by Kai, the one of the most crucial item these days. According to this meta, Warax goes fine with you. Like, that meta is over. Like, whenever you were just so okay with the Hunter Strike, as long as with the Blade of Heptasis, that those days are gone. Lancelot these days are quite based on the stack, especially the brute force best played combined with the war axe. So I'm not explaining the instant replay because you guys could see that. In the meantime, here we go. The puncture is coming on from the Kai, and there will be a shot of the Guardian, but unfortunately nobody home.
Yeah, and it's still the fight is going on. We can see some passive shots coming up from Flakes, but he will survive with 1 HP. Even Kai, he was nearly caught up inside that turret, but he will be able to escape. The fight will now continue, but we can see Destroyer getting sneaky over into the bottom lane. And oh, look at that. Thunder build coming up from a roamer. So he will be dishing out damage as the game goes on by.
Alright, so here we go to the itemization. Lancelot with the War Axe, and on the other hand, Sora, Sora with the, no, not Sora, that is Soyo with Hunter Strike. And I'm gonna see Sora, okay, so Sora with the Dominance Ice, and in the other hand, like Cloud with the DHS and Carry with the Charisma side. Way to make his Trinity, but still, enough far to go for the like DHS or maybe Golden Staff. And here we go, Hazy with the slashes are coming on, the Holy Slashes from Khalid, and Sora with the CCs coming on. The Cloud, the sustainable Cloud is coming from Simba, but unfortunately there is no fight, and Zushin just trying to put some light, trying to give some light to your life, but this light won't bring anything holy to your life. It will only give you hell of a damage.
Alright, they are trying to make some pressure onto the mid lane to make that turtle fight a bit comfortable, I guess. But there are already players ganking on to the turtle side. But okay, Destroyer is getting knocked up. Demon Flakes trying to taunt the player, but okay, Hoise is there. He's trying to zone out all of the players, and there's the strong bind from the Simba. Not enough damage, obviously, with that torrent from, but it's still there's the turtle getting secured by Kai, but he will trade himself for that turtle. Whereas in another side of the map, Zishimba, he just managed to get a kill against Cypher. There's AOZ, even though Demon Flakes is low on SP, he tried his best to grab if that was possible.
No, Demon Flex is a very good Ghetto Crusher player, but the problem is it's not that easy to execute a perfect avatar of the Guardian. You know, every time it got a 40%, hit rate chance. And whenever you just have so much dashing, so much high mobility heroes like Carry or even Lancelot, so it will be a little bit tougher for you. And here we go, there's a fight between Destroyer and Hazy. Okay, so both of them are just quite too tanky, and it's not easy for them to bash each other. And in the mid lane, Sicilian just trying to get his stack with some bad impact. Okay, so I'm just eagerly waiting to know. Wish I could know the stack of Sicilian, because after the nerf, it is not easy to get a huge amount of stack. Okay, so we could see the stacks, and that is 108 stack for Sicilian. If it were the
Oh,
whole
we can
Sicilian,
see Wuhan getting caught up in midst of all of the players. This team alone HP, but still Wuhan will get taken down by Kai, and there's double for Kai. He might be looking for more. There's the minion wave coming up towards them, but okay, there's the discipline coming up from them. They didn't wait for another kill. Maybe they will look out for the mid lane tier 1 turret. Who knows? Destroyer is getting knocked up. He will fall back with the help of that Crimson Glimpse.
oh,
But yeah, the damage, it is already visible coming up from I'm offended.
dominant size for Hazy. And in the meantime, and Schiffer with a War Axe. I mean, the Soil combining his War Axe with the Hunter Strike. And the KD of Schiffer is not that much good, even not that much good enough. I mean, not bad enough though, 1-1. But in the other side, if we have a look on the Lancelot, I mean, Kai, just compare with Kai. Kai is having a very good time, like even more than a Schiffer. He's playing very well, and I was eagerly waiting to see his gameplay. And here we go, Claude with a Battle Mirror Image, just save his day. Carry with a Magical Light will, but Claude won't let that happen to get burst out by the hand of... I mean, I just can't, the pronounce the name, never mind. I'm just leaving it to Sudin.
Yeah, and the Lami 0 on SP. Wuhan will find the kill. Maybe they will get more, as we can see some players from Trusty Process are really low on SP, Crimson Glimpse. But there's the there's the Skyfall. He managed to knock back the player who just teleported over there, but that didn't help a lot. Let's see. The Ramizi is about to respawn. Will they rush the Lord? Who knows? Kai is trying to get the vision, but he's getting zoned out. But will they be able to? Yeah, there's a lot of damage against Kai, and the Lord might go in the hands of Star Eclipse.
Retribution.
Trying, but yeah, Ulukira will secure the Lord. There, I say low on HP. He's still trying to survive. Kai will get taken down. There's AOZ towards Simba, but Simba with a flicker. And Torrent from he didn't manage to dish out the damage, but that flicker was absolutely wasted from the hand of Zishimba.
Let's have an instant replay once again. Let's have a look. Here we go. The Batface did a lot of damage for the Trust Process side, and the perfect, the Claude did a lot of damage to Lancelot, and he just took down Lancelot, and there's the reason, they managed to take down the Lord, and that was a good hell of a fight. And Darlami, Z, and Saron was only 2 survivor from the Trust Process side, and that was a hell of a big fight from the Shadow Eclipse side. It could create a momentum. It could create a perfect momentum for them, to utilize the situation and get a little bit upper ahead than the Trust Process. So it could be their moment. Okay, so here we go. All right, never mind. Okay, Darlami's, he might be in trouble, and he is. Simba took down very nicely in the meantime. They might be in trouble, low in number, 3 comrades left, and they will try to take the mid lane, I guess, obviously, but the minion is not there. Never mind. it happens whenever you just need minions here and there.
Yeah, anyways, there's second cause nice damage over there, but AOZ will be forced out by Demon Flix. Obviously, he will not be able to survive more inside the turret, especially in this time mark. It is still a really early game to dive into the inhibitor. And obviously, they might be waiting for another Lord. They already got a really good lead um, this time, and
Absolutely.
being patience, waiting for the Lord would be a wise option, obviously, rather than rushing to the base.
Absolutely, and by taking up the Lord, they just took the also the gold advantage. Like there's a 5k goals difference right now. I mean, not actually 5k, but 4k plus. And here we go. The fight has been taken down once again. There will be a blazing duet in the combine of bad face. Look at the Sicilians putting the damage destroyer. Still the kill of Darlami Z. And once again, Soyo just putting some damage. Here we go, Avatar of the Guardian, but unfortunately, uh, it got cancelled. And once again, they're just out of number. Two comrades like Simba and Darlami is taken down. They will be out in number, and the Shadow Eclipse, they will try to push the hell of a mid lane. And it will be their moment, if I'm just not wrong.
Yeah,
Could be their
and
moment.
yeah. But yeah, they are going back to the Lord, and once again looking at the itemization, the Trinity build have already been completed by both of the marksmen, but we can see Ruhan being one item ahead. Even semi itemization, there's already another pure hammer, which will even deal more damage with that penetration stat. And really another fight coming up here. Kai, lone HP. Have to retreat,
Oh,
obviously. The Raging Sandstorm have been forced out, and there's the AOZ from Demon Flix. There's another is combined here from the Shimba, and with the Speedy Lightful, the line is
oh, the
will
killing
be able
spree.
to flank more. Obviously, he will not be able to deal out the damage, which carry should be
That's
dealing.
dash.
Obviously, supposed to deal.
Like like that is a bad thing about having I mean, sorry, there's a good thing about a Jushin in your team, like the way he just stashed. That was amazing to see. Oh, here we go, the Shadow Eclipse. This time they just managed to get a victory against the Tragedy Process. That was a hell of a good gameplay. Like a lot of players from they were just supporting, and they were so positive, and like they were just keep raising the flag. And okay, so no matter what, just we have to support our country. And in the end, it just ended up a very good gameplay. Like it was a hell of a good comeback from the Bangladeshi side. I mean, the Shadow Eclipse, they played very well. As far as I can remember last time they just took the Lord, and that was
Mhm.
the moment. That was the moment they took the advantage. They utilized the moment. They properly utilized the moment, and that moment was all enough to get this far and take the victory against one of the best team of Nepal, the Tragedy Process. That was a hell of a good gameplay, and we will see a best of three this time.
Yeah, finally, in the very first day, we are able to see the tie-breaking game, and at this point, I'm a bit, uh, I, I mean, I'm leaning towards the Claude more because the Claude is really mobile. He will be. I mean, yeah, Carry. She has that damage. She has those true damage, and the passive damage as well. She will be able to melt down the players, obviously, but the range is very low and the escaping capability is very
Exactly.
low. And that's what is happening here in the match between Bangladesh and Nepal. The team with carry, they are not being able to perform more because there's a lot of trouble against them. A lot of people, a lot of players are diving towards them, and there's no any room to deal the damage. They are not being comfortable. The carry users here in the matches so far today are not being able to comfortably deal the damage against the players of their opponent. So that's what is happening. The cloud players, they are very comfortable here in the land of dawn, but the carry players, they are just sitting in the corner and being ganked and ganked. They are not being able to dish out the damage comfortably.
And that being said, it took a lot for Shadow Eclipse side to get the victory against the Tragedy Process, and they Like in the early phase, we saw, we saw the early collapse of Shadow Eclipse, but in the end, everything just ended up very positively, especially this Lord. Look at the moment once again. This Lord, the way Schiffer took the Lord, and it was the moment. And especially Ruhan, secret the kill up Kai. That was the moment. He just totally stashed Lancelot away. He just took Lancelot far away from the Lord. He kept him busy, and in the end, he slain Lancelot, and things get a little bit more easier for Schiffer to take the Lord. And that was a special moment for the Bangladeshi side. And they utilized it and they got the victory. It wasn't easy enough. It wasn't easy to do that because transition process was all amazing from the early 5 to 6 minutes. And this all that moment was enough for Bangladesh to get the victory.
Yeah, and let's see who is the MVP of this game number two, and it will be
Troy.
Destroyer. Yeah, obviously with the tricky Crimson Gleam play, he was diving into the backline. He was comfortably escaping from the nearly death situation, and just like the earlier match here, we can see Destroyer from Bangladesh. He is also really good in terms of using Alice to its full potent.
Exactly. He just used Alice with a full potential, and you guys could see the itemization. Like there is no damage item. We usually see sometimes for Alice players, especially we see concentrated energies, and in some cases we see glowing one, but there is no damage item. You guys could copy the build if you are willing to play Alice, and if you're just try to be Alice expert, it could be a build for you. All right, so maybe from the losing side, there is a Seiron with the Joshin 117 KDA. Like he was kind of like unkillable. Like I was telling to Sudin, like whenever you have Jushin, like it's not easy to
Mhm.
kill her, because whenever you just in your ultimate. I mean, Sushin, it's you got the shield, you got the mobility, so it's not that easy to get her until you have an assassin. Like if you have
Mhm.
just play assassin, then you can just easily just assassinate Jushin. But until you have that, it's not easy to get her. So there's the thing that happened. Like Jushin didn't die, and he was the MVP. So lots of applause for Jushin. And we're in the final match. I mean, for today, we'll directly move on to the drafting phase right now, and it will be a do or die from the both side. If Trust Process lose, uh, it will be their end. The journey will end
Mhm.
here, and the same thing goes for the Shadow Eclipse. All right, so this time the first pick will be taken down by Trusty Process, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, from the blue side there's Sad Eclipse, and on the right side there's Trusty Process. Now they are trying, they are going for the restrict ban that Sicilian in the very early phase when his stack was around 125. I'm not sure exactly how much, but we could already see how much damage he was dealing at that time. And obviously, as the game passes by, as the game went on by, the damage was scaling even more, and that was also one of the biggest reason that Sad Eclipse had that domination against Rusty Process in the game number two. Now they are banning out that Sicilian, and okay, we can see the Freya is also getting banned.
Absolutely, and also with the ban of Isan Shin, there is a Yuzhong ban, which could be a very good ban. Like I always admire Yuzhong a lot. I just give Yuzhong a lot of applauses because whenever it comes to the one of the most crucial EXP artillery, then my first option is obviously Yuzhong. Then my second option is Chi Chi, Ruby, Lord Marauder heroes like Gator Kache is also my very good option whenever I just do play EXP. So yeah, Yuzhong is a very good ban. Yuzhong is a very good ban to ban. So it's better not to have a Yuzhong. Like if you don't want to face him, just put him in the
Mhm.
section. Okay, so Destroyer just making his last entrance in this game with a Grok. We all know like how good Grok is in this meta. Like if you just can cast a perfect tectonic charge, then not only you were just getting a huge amount of knockoff, but also you were able to give a high amount of damage. Like after the revamp, Grok is no longer a tank anymore. Grok is also a fighter. Like you could play Grok as a fighter with a couple of good damage items. So yeah, Grok is a very good option for you if you were just willing to play in the EXP. And in the other side, Trazi Process, Siron with the Zetian and Hazy with the Sora. Like Sora is a counter of many heroes. Like whenever he is in the sustainable cloud form, when he just punches with the heavy cloud, I mean the white cloud, it eliminates a lot of you know a lot of effects, like a lot of skills. It eliminates a lot of skill. Like if you were just in his veil, then you weren't able to cast some of your skills. If you were on the blazing duet, then you will instantly get shut down in his face. If I'm not right, I just don't know the skill name, but whenever he is in the sustainable cloud mode, you are doomed. You are not able to use any of your skill. Like it feels like the same whenever you were just inside Minister King's calling. So having a Sora is a great advantage that I would say.
Yeah, obviously. And okay, but even though the Valentina was open, they didn't opted for the Valentina pick. I was hoping for the Valentina pick from Sada Eclipse because they could have, gotten the Sora on their hands, obviously, and as well as the Zatian. Uh, her ultimate is also really good. But okay, maybe it wasn't really good enough. So they are going for the different pick. Here we can see Carrie getting banned, even though Carrie hasn't been performing really well in today's match. She's
Exactly.
still a really great pick because she can sustain, even though she isn't literally a glass cannon as compared to other marksmen. See, with the fighter emblem, she can sustain. A lot of times as compared to other marksmen which are uh, you know on the major right now. And we can see as the carry gets banned, a lot of tanky junglers are getting banned by Trusty Process.
And here we go. We could see a new player is coming on to the side of Shadow Eclipse. And okay, so Alqui or whatever. I'm not pronouncing your name, brother. Just uh if you're just playing esports, then just try to give easy name. It will be easier for caster to pronounce. You guys could see M7, M6, like those names are so easy to pronounce. If you just go for this kind of name, then it will be a little bit hard for us to pronounce. And you guys don't love that. Whenever we just pronounce, you know, in our way, sometimes you guys complain about us, like, what the hell is Walker doing? I have faced a lot of this in my entire 5 years commentary career, and I guess this is the same thing happened with Sudin. As okay, so just try to give a this easy name if possible, brother. Never mind. So offended with Valentina is also a very good pick, and okay, so the drafting has been said. So let's see which team has the last laugh. And in the meantime, that I would like to put a question to Sudin. Sudin, like, what do you think? There's a Clint.
Mhm.
There's a Clint in the Trusted Process side. Clint is also my favorite hero, and Quick Draw is amazing. And the late game potential of Clint, you could easily put some crit on your opponent, especially whenever you're just willing to eliminate some squishy ones. Clit could be a good option with a combine of Berserker's Fury combined with a Malefic gun, and with combined with Endless Battle, like the perfect crit damage dealer. So what do you think? This pick is like the draft is amazing from the Trusted Process. Will they manage to get the final victory against the Shadow Eclipse set? And also take the question, whose draft is far better enough in this game?
Yeah, in this game, Shadow Eclipse is obviously are with a good draft. Obviously, with the first ever pick, Grok, they managed to y- uh, they managed to uh, I mean, how to explain it? I'm being a bit confused here, but yeah, obviously, Shadow Eclipse they are with a really good countering ability. They have good the melting kind of hero like Cloud as well, and they have good some really good. slowness over there, and even with the destroyer, I was expecting Valentina in the first phase, but yeah, they waited for Trusty Process to reveal their full lineup, and then they went for that Valentina pick. Now they will have that, Sora's ultimate, and they will have Aisha's avatar of Guardian, and even Saron. From the Saron, they might be able to get that, the global vision, Fury of the Phoenix. They have a lot of good ultimates, which will be, you know, greatly.
And that's being said, so we have a 5,000 giveaways, 5,000 diamond giveaways for today. Like 20 lucky winners will get that. So all you have to do is share the live stream publicly on your timeline, comment right down below your game ID and server, and don't forget to, share the stream to your timeline. Especially, don't forget to follow every single socials of Mlbb, Nepal, and Bangladesh. And we have a lot of socials like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And here we go, Hazy with a very low HP revitalize has been popped up once again with his bashes, and Leomord might be in trouble. And here we go, the first blood is taken by Shiver, and in the meantime, Hazy just escaped with a very low HP. Shadow Eclipse is rumbling the land of dawn with the first blood, and I guess they will secure the turtle as well. And yes, Shiver secure the turtle, and this rider might be in trouble. And here we go, the Thunderfist is coming on from the Sora. Simba also might be in trouble in the meantime, and that is taken by Shiver as well.
Yeah, really great start, obviously, from Sad Eclipse. The Lamizi, obviously, that Clint was picked up to, win the lane one-on-one or in the team fight. I don't think Clint will do or benefit their lineup that much as compared to Clint. But yeah, obviously, if they manage to win the lane, they might they might have thought that they might be able to pull this game up, even though they don't have that kind of good composition in this game. Let's see how they will play this composition. They are already falling behind, or maybe not. In case of the gold, both of the teams are still, holding up.
All right, so I am just calling all the Bangladeshi viewers to raise your flag and support for your country. And I'm just seeing just a few same names. There's a supporting a lot of players while watching the game. I know, but you guys in the meantime, by watching, you guys are watching. I know that, but in the meantime, you guys also have to comment and share the stream and comment your flag and spam your flag, the Bangladeshi flag, the red and green, and keep the stream alive. And let me believe, especially, I want to see you guys cheering for Bangladesh, and I want to see more new names. Like, this is just a couple of people they're just only supporting and saying BD will do great and Bangladesh is great, and it means a lot. But I want to see more names are coming on in the meantime, spamming those IDs. And here we go. Okay, Dirna's welcome. In the meantime, there's a real manipulation. Bursting out, Blazing Druid in the meantime, and Destroyer secure the kill up Kai. In the meantime, double kill in a row. The Lamizi has been taken down by the dinosaur. Detona. Baraz.
Oh, Zisimba once again going for the counter play here. Okay, Demon Flix was low on SP, he will get taken down, but then the trade will be here by Destroyer. He managed to trade back Zishimba and XP laner for Roamer. I guess that was a good trade for Sada Eclipse, and they even got Turtle on their hands. That is why now they are on the leading seat. They are with 2,000 worth of gold lead. And Trusty Process, they are trying their best to, recover from it. The jungler, he is trying to push the top lane tier 1 turret, and yeah, even taking some creeps over there. And let's see if Trusty Process will come back in this game. In case, looking at their lineup, I don't think they will be able to come back, by the way. I don't have any hope from this lineup.
Alright, Shudin made a statement like he had no hope for the team, but never mind. Who knows, like, if it's a mobile game, one single mistake will take you to the death. Like Shadow Eclipse, they're playing very well right now. But if they just go for any simple mistake, like the just missed out the objectives, then it will be so done for them. And here we go, Clint just bursting out with the quick draw and the grenade bombardment, shut down the Shiver, and that was hell up a good like momentum for them. That it could be a momentum, like especially whenever you just slain Schiffer, who was holding a huge amount of goal as long as with a good KDA, and you just gave him the shutdown. It could create a good momentum if they could utilize this moment. Then it will be good for them, and it could lead them to take a huge lead against the Shadow Eclipse. Right now, you guys could see the goal difference. Right now, it's almost 19k gold from the Trust side, and in the other side, 20k comes up for the Shadows. And I would like to see the itemization because there's a neutral situation is going on. So you could see the Cloud is a way to make his Trinity, but with as long as with the DHS, and in the other side, like Clint just already so done with the Sky Piercer and Endless Battle, which is a core build, core item. We all know that if you're a Clint player, then you must have to go for the Endless Battle. So yeah, right now maybe Shadow Eclipse, they're just taking the upper hand, but who knows? It's a MOBA game. Just don't lose the hope.
Yeah, once again, the Simba trying to flank and trying to create a space. There's this static stampede, but Urukiora will secure the turtle there. With low SP, the Simba trying to fall back, but there is some kills on the hands of Project Process. They are looking for more. The Simba will fall, but Destroyer will be traded back. And late in advance from Ruhan, he's trying to get some trade back. And he's getting poked. And look at this damage from the Lami Z. He's getting poked, by the way, from Armor Fainted. Okay, they are looking for a kill, but at the same time, they were so blinded for that trade back, they forget about the mid lane tier 100. They lost that tier 100 from mid lane, which is, very important in this game.
Absolutely, an instant replay, it says a lot, and Ruhan just gave a hell of a chase to Clint, but unfortunately he didn't make out to secure his Clint as the kill up Clint. And here we go in the bot lane. Something is happening. Kai might be in trouble. Claude, Ruhan, especially putting the damage, spiking out Kai, but at the very low HP, just managed to escape in the top lane. Dalami Z is just trying to give a little bit poke against the Valentina, but it won't be worth to copy Clint's ultimate. And here we go. Guardian, the bashes are coming from Sora. Killing spree. Secret the kill of Sir Demon Flex in the meantime. Double kill in a row. And that was a very good, game from Project Process. The 2 kills in a row. Like, they're just totally out of number right now. Like I told you, everything can happen. You see the lead, which was almost to the side of Shadow Eclipse. Right now, it is just twisted. They show the trump card, and now the lead is taken down by the Trusty Process. It's all about giving the trump card, Uno reverse happens.
And I think the main reason was or maybe because that didn't matter at that time when they just lost the fight in the bottom lane, But yeah, giving away the mid lane tier 100 was a huge loss for Shadow Eclipse, I would say. But let's see if they will be able to turn this game back to their favor, because still they have the great potential in the the team fight. They have a great composition. They have that CC, they have that slowness, they have the melting capability, and there's the technical charge there, the real world manipulation. But everyone is jumping back towards the back lane. There's another torrent from coming up from this team back towards the back lane, as well as from the Destroyer. Both of the teams fighting, and lots of players are falling. There's Simba getting taken down. Another terrification, and Haisha will fall. Kai with low SP trying to fall back. There's the Phantom Steed. He's looking for he is passive to regen some SP, but that won't help him. The Trinity build from Ruhan, that will not give him any chance to do the outplay. And there they are once again with the momentum built up on their favor.
Absolutely, look at the instant replay once again, and Kai just secured the 2 kills, and in the end, with a very low HP. He just called his Burble, and I don't know why the hell he just gave a hell of a chase to Claude with a very low HP. I don't know what's going on in his mind, but that was so hilarious to see. Like how he just gave a hell of a chase with the low HP, messed against Claude, and it just ended up by paying off his own blood. And the Lord has been taken down from the Shadow Eclipse side, and it will be merged from the marching from the top lane. Definitely took down the TR1, and we'll go for the second one. But I guess it trust on late that happened. But right now, just if you just see the kill difference between these two sides, the Shadow Eclipse still taking the lead. All right, so here he goes. Okay, Demon Flakes just waiting to give a perfect, picture perfect tectonic charge, and Schiffer 6 kills, having a very good KDA, maintaining is very well. And in the other side, they're just waiting for Darlami Z to get stacked up and, to spike hard his late game potential. And I guess Demon Flex won't burn his tectonic charge in this fight, because there is no fight is going on in between these two teams. They're just waiting to create a perfect moment, especially for Hazy.
Yeah, they're trying to go as deep as possible with this Lord, I guess, and maybe they will look for a fight if Trusty Process fumbles in this moment. Okay, there's another layer of protection for Rohan. He managed to build up the Wind of Nature. He will be even more aggressive with that Wind of Nature, I would say. And let's see another fight how it will go.
And Clint is eagerly waiting to make his malefic gun, which will increase his heat. I mean, which will increase his like his range. And yes, he is done with that. He's done with malefic gun. It will increase his. Okay, so here will be a fight, and Schiffer just took down the opponent's blue buff. Okay, so I guess in this case, Sky doesn't need that blue buff, because it doesn't require any mana that much. Never mind, it's all about getting some, good damage with itemization.
Yeah, anyway, another Lord is about to get his spawn, and as per the map pressure, Shadow Eclipse, they are on the driving seat, I would say. And yeah, trust the process. They might be looking for some sort of mistake from Shadow Eclipse uh, to get back on the driving seat of this game. There's some outnumbered situation going on the bottom lane from Shadow Eclipse, but yeah, there they are. They are rotating towards the Lord, and I don't think Trust the Process will be able to contest, but they are marching towards the Lord pit.
But one picture perfect avatar of the Guardian will change the game this time, because there's a call of Barbell, and there will be 5. Kai just trying to get some damage, especially will give a chance. Tectonic charge, just grab down 2 heroes in the meantime. Shiver, Seek the Lord, and okay, Clint is just trying to put some damage, and here we go. There will be a kill, and Demon Flex has been taken down by Simba Claude with a blazing duet. Ruhan is trying to give a melt, but look at the damage coming from Clint. But unfortunately, the kill has been taken down by Zadian. Now they're just out of number. That does make sense for Shadow Eclipse.
Ooh, Destroyer going aggressively. He dived into the base and he managed to get the kill. There's the final shield. He's trying to grab that kill. He's trying to go for the counter play, but he is getting melted. Yeah, obviously. But, oh, he's with double kill. He's going for more. There's the passive ready, but he didn't manage to hit that basic attack, or he would have been able to outplay Urukiura. But okay, Urukiura, he is trying to go for the base push by himself. There's Lord also, but yeah, will he be able to do so? He isn't a great lane pusher, but he's still he's taking towards the base. He wants that base so badly, and there's the respawn of some players from Team Trust the Process. They managed to clear out the Lord as well, I guess. The base was very low.
The base was very low.
Nice,
and base was very low, and Schiffer did a lot, tried a lot to ignore ignored those minions and ended up he just tried a lot, but in the end it wasn't enough damage. He just didn't got any enough damage to take down the bases. But he did his job very nicely, and I really appreciate that efforts. Never mind. So here we go. The game has back once again with the live because every single player got resurrected, and then now they're on the field, and almost they were about to celebrate whenever Barras was about to lock the base, and the game was about to get ended. But in the end, they just all resurrected, and you guys saw the situation, and it could be intense moment if they just manage to take the Nexus, and then it will be all done for trust process. Okay, so here we go. The bad part of the bad part from the trust side, that is the lost every single arm of the Nexus, especially the individual towers. Now the super minions will keep coming in row, and that will create some trouble, especially to clear those super minions. It's not that easy. If you're just trying to clean with your mage, then your mage will get burst out with those minions. So yeah, that will create some trouble for them. Super minions
Let's
in
see,
main.
another Lord is about to spawn. Will the frosty process is still commit for the Lord? Will they still try to contest for the Lord? There's some minion pressure coming up from the top lane, so they have to be careful about the top lane because the base there is no any individual turret, and we can see Oite getting melted. There's a beautiful retribution from Urkiora. He managed to secure the Lord, but it's still the blazing duet towards the back lane. Siren is getting melted, and there's the Wind of Nasser, marksman versus marksman, and okay, the fight is divided towards the both side, and Ruhan, he managed to get the kill finally at the very last moment. Simba, he was isolated all alone, and two other players only left to defend the base. And I don't think Zetian is a good high ground defender at this meta, and that's the GGWP. Obviously, Ruhan still will be able to secure a kill against Hoishi, and that's the game number 3 secured by Shadow Eclipse, and they will be the team who will be qualifying for top 4.
Absolutely, congratulations for the Bangladeshi side, Team Eclipse. They played very well, and they just keep their name. And like I was like expecting a win from Bangladeshi side because the first game was took down by the Nepal, and they secured the victory in the first best of 3, and the second best of 3 between the Shadow Eclipse versus Treasure Process. Shadow Eclipse did their job, and they got the victory. It was an amazing best of 3 matches, and the first victory was took down the Trust side, and the rest of the 2 is taken down by the Shadow Eclipse. And that wasn't easy for them because Trust Process, they put a hell of a fight against them. In the very last moment, they might lose. They may lose their every single inhabited tower. Nexus was all exposed. It was hard for them to defend their base, especially from the super minions, and they lost the clean. That was the bad part from their side because literally there wasn't no one to defend the high ground. And Sudin was saying it wasn't that easy. It was not easy to defend the base and the high ground with Zetian. Wasn't capable enough, but in the end they gave a hell of a fight. And look at the instant replays, and I mean the match highlights, like the very early beginning, Team Shadow Eclipse showed their class and put trust in the pressure. The pressure rise a lot in the early phase, and in the mid phase, the trust get little bit ahead against the Shadow Eclipse, but in the end, last 2 Lord was very important for the side of Team Shadow Eclipse. They took last 2 Lord, it was enough for them. They took down every single inhabited tower and let those minions do their job. Put the pressure, and in the end, they got the victory. And it wasn't easy for them. I do repeat, it wasn't easy to put down the Nepali team. I mean the Trust side.
Yeah, obviously, and congratulations to the team Shadow Eclipse once again for qualifying to the top 4, and Yeah, that was the match number 2, which was the last match for today's schedule. We'll be back again with, 2 matches tomorrow. But yeah, talking about this match, that was a very entertaining match to, witness. By the way, I was expecting a best of three series, best of three, tie-breaking game between these two countries, especially when the tournament is already on the top 8 stays. So yeah, this much of competition is obviously expected from us, from the players, and obviously the viewers. By the way, to the viewers, if you are interested in giveaway, there are a lot of giveaways. You can take the social handles of Mlbb Nepal and Mlbb Bangladesh for the giveaways. Yeah, obviously you can uh, tournament clips and post it for the giveaways. You can share this stream on your timeline, and yeah, leave your ID on the comment section for the giveaway. And there's are also some giveaways going on the Facebook page of MLB Bangladesh and MLB Nepal. So yeah, best of luck for those giveaways as well. And yeah, that's it for today's matches. Let's see who is the MVP here.
All right, so the MVP is from the shadow side. That is a Schiffer. Did a lot as a jungler, and he's the MVP. 87% team for kill participation, 25% damage he dealt, and damage took 27% damage he took in the whole game. And that was almost same as a tank, because we all know Burst is not only a great jungler, but also is a very good tank. It's a tanky jungler, so you guys could copy the item, especially Warax did very well, especially whenever he's just stomping everyone with a full stack. Warwick does his job very well, and he just stacked up with the brute force breastplate and to get the insane amount of healing. Guardian helmet worked a lot, and it combined with um, radiant armor, which helped Barras a lot to like get resistance from the magical damage, and also anti-Christ did a lot, especially for Clint's burst damage. I mean, the crit damage, it worked best against the Clint's crit damage. So here we go, the match results. I mean, the match card, if you guys have a look on that, then Ron played a very well, and I would say he did a very good job in this game, and the whole team did a very good job. And look the total, uh, I mean the KDAs and the every single person of Team Shower Eclipse, they got gold. And in the other side, I do you know I appreciate Simba's gameplay. 5611 KD was a very good event. He did a lot of good jobs. Like I saw, he gave a lot of CCs with the sustain cloud. I mean, I don't know exactly what is the name of that skill, but he did a lot. He did a lot. And
Yeah,
Siren
and
was also amazing.
even about Destroyer, I would like to talk about. Mostly, or maybe I didn't witness anywhere about that build, but mostly Valentina, which have been picked against Sora to obviously copy the itemization. I've never been able to see the lighting fronzen, but that was really really smart. By the way, you can get the magic scaling obviously with the Valentina, and yeah, obviously the tanky itemization works, and with a little bit of the magic starts and the cooldown reduction, that was really smart itemization, I would like to say. And obviously he was also copying some Zaytin all the Wrath of the Phoenix, which also was fruitful for that build. And obviously his copying of the ultimates were on point. He was being really annoying towards the backline of the team Trusty Process. That Valentina pick was I think was also one of the reason that the team Trusty Process had really hard time.
Absolutely, and I totally agree with you with that. And that's all the matches, and that's all the game, and that's all for today. And the first victory is taken down by um what is the name of the team?
Yama Esports.
Yama Esports. The first victory, the first team who has put their name into the top table, and that is Yama Esports. The second team who has put their name into the top table, that is ECLIPSE. All of this team played a lot, and they did amazing. That was amazing gameplay from Yama Esports. As long as the Shadow Eclipse from Bangladesh side, both nation got 1-on-1. Like the first one
Mhm.
taken down by Nepal, and the second one is taken down by Team Bangladesh. So that's all for today. We'll be back again with some more matches, and it was day one. We'll be back with a day two, with some amazing matches, and it's like big matches going on. Like before this
Mhm.
event, a lot of match happened, and this is
Yeah.
the main phase. So we'll be back.
Yeah, and tomorrow's matches will be in between Cockatiel Supremacy versus the Elysium, and the another match will be in between the Fame versus Velocity, which will obviously be best of three. And any team who will be losing, they will be eliminated from the tournament. We already got two teams who have already moved to the semi-finals of this tournament, Golden Hour Cup 2026, and we will get two more teams tomorrow for the semi-finals. And obviously we will like to catch you tomorrow. We will like to meet everyone who are watching right now tomorrow, and obviously who have left us alone. And okay, that's it for today. We will be back tomorrow on 9:45 p.m. Nepali time and 10 p.m. Bangladeshi time. Obviously the schedule was rescheduled. I guess it is because of Ramadan. And I also wish you a very sacred Ramadan. Or how do you wish, Walker? How do you wish Ramadan, by the way?
Happy Ramadan. That's
Happy
that
Ramadan.
is all
Okay.
I know. Happy Ramadan. Happy Ramadanul Kareem. Ramzanul Kareem. IG personally is, I do not say Ramadan. I choose say Ramzan. Ramzanul Kareem. Yeah, that is it. But you could say
Ah,
Happy Ramadan is all enough. That sound more professional, and that sound more easy.
yeah.
Thank you so much. So that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow with some more intense matches, and signing out from my side. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. So long.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.